Hello, hello. Went ahead and started the stream a little early. We hang out. Welcome anybody who might pop in. So just for the start of the Twitch video here, this is going to be CCCTHENT01-02, Those That Dwell Beneath, our second session for the Discord server Pocket Missions brand new Adventurers League Club that we've been starting. This will be a 2-hour adventure, hopefully. Last time the 2-hour turned into
Hello.
5-hour.
Can you hear me well?
Yep,
Okay, good.
all good.
New headphones.
Oh, thanks for reminding me. I need to get mine.
How are you feeling, Neil?
One moment, I'll be right back. Yep. All right. Let's put it in the bathroom. Alrighty. Super booty bump in the house.
Hey, Noel.
What's up, man?
I'm looking at those service hours rewards,
Yep.
and it says I have to grab everything from the 5-hour list before I can grab anything from 10-hour. Is that right?
That is correct. Yep.
Oh, okay, makes sense.
So yeah, you should have been able to gain at least one reward from last
Yeah,
time.
because we got exactly 5 hours.
Yep. So you got a little bit to pick from there. You can just whichever one you think sounds the best. I know there's well, it's medium armor, but I think there's a scale mail on there.
Hmm.
Yeah, you probably don't want medium armor though.
One more question.
Yeah, of course.
Last time when we started, you said our party strength was average. What
That's right.
exactly determines it?
Um, Average party level compared to what the module gives me. So for this one, the average party level, for the last one and for this one is the same. It was 5 players at level 3. So I basically take our average party level, which was 6 players at level 1, and I compare it. So technically, there's a little chart here. It's not going to be perfect, but let me see. It might even be, yeah. So you know,
Oh, I see.
right.
So,
And that's more or less how it works. What's up, Jace?
Ah,
how you doing?
Oh, not bad. You had a good week.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
how are you guys feeling? Good?
Pretty good. I
Yeah.
kind of forgot that D&D was today, but
Hmm.
thankfully, Brahm here was able to remind me.
Awesome.
I'm kind of down today.
Why?
Really?
I I returned to my hometown for a week because I had some free time, and I can't even visit my parents because my father has COVID.
Oh,
Uh,
that sucks.
Yeah, I'm spending my time at my aunt and uncle's house. He
I'm
should be
sorry, man,
fine
but
though.
they're not too bad or anything. They still
Yeah,
gotta do the quarantine and then they'll be okay.
yeah, he was looking fine. I
Okay,
don't think it's anything serious.
good.
I'm seeing two new faces today.
Yeah, I know.
Yep, and I believe Nettie from last time, she won't
Yeah,
be able to make
cause
it.
yeah, cause her grandma
Yeah, so
died.
best wishes to her, of course, and hopefully we'll see her again next
It
weekend.
was supposed to her. It was supposed to be her birthday today,
Yeah,
right?
that's
Yeah,
true. So yeah, if she's tuning in or if she watches this back, then definitely happy birthday to Katie from all of us.
yeah. Happy
Oh
birthday.
yeah,
Whoop, whoop. I think she said she was like early mid 20s, so 23 or 24 or something.
yeah. She said she was 23 or turning 23. I don't know.
Yeah, so hopefully she found some joy today despite the loss. You know, it sucks. But anyways, happy birthday, of course.
Hmm.
So hey, Jace, you're level 2 now, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
The bird has drip.
Damn. I thought it'd be like drip, drip, drip.
Good one.
That's pretty great. So, how many people are we gonna have now since some new people joined?
I think we
Looks
should
like
be
two.
back at an
I
even
still can't hear
6.
audio. Got
Yeah,
it.
okay, so we only have one new person.
Yeah, so I think we are gonna have one to fill in. That is our
Damn, the drip though, it's on another level.
new friend, Super Booty Bump.
Okay, I can hear now. Got awesome.
Bro, you see that? You see that
Hello.
bird's drip though? You see that drip? Shit, he living good. Mm-hmm.
Hey, Noel.
Yes, sir.
If this goes on for more than about 2 hours, I might have to leave to go put up groceries. My parents are bulk shopping this time.
Okay, no worries. And same as last time. It's fine. Yeah, hopefully we won't run quite as late. I mean, uh, hopefully we'll all have learned a little bit from last time we can bring in today. Let's see,
True.
1, 2, 3, 4. I think I have everybody on
Yes,
stage.
I can be a sponge for the greater good.
Mhm. Speaking of Brahm, are you level 2 as well going into this?
Yeah, I am.
And then,
We could advance to level 3, but I don't know if we have to. If it's necessary, I mean.
yep, that's definitely up
I mean,
to the individual, and if you would like to,
I would
like,
like to.
yeah, if we
Hmm.
got 15 minutes. If basically the way
Yeah.
what he's talking about is using your downtime that you earned, which after the last adventure, everybody earned 10, and that's pretty much how it goes. After every adventure, you get 10 downtime. Um, Welcome to Thauron, of course. And speaking of him here, he did use the catching up, so he's actually level 3 coming into this already. So
I guess we might as well use it as
Oh
well.
wait, so yeah, sure, I'd love to. I didn't
okay,
even
yeah,
realize
so
that was an
you
option.
just make sure you guys are definitely keeping track of that adventurer's log sheet. And then this is something that you would just write on there. You just put catching up, use 10 downtime days to get to level 3. And it's just really important that you keep track of that stuff because, especially whenever we hit tier 2, I'm going to ask you guys for those documents. And if you're not able to give them to me, then you won't be able to play. And that's just how it goes.
So where do you want us to write these down?
There, the copy, it's in the Discord, and I can definitely make sure you get it. We even found a form fillable one. It's in the pins.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay
okay.
then.
Yeah, it's called
I'll put
Adventurer's
what I
Log
already
Sheet.
Yeah, I'll put what I already got in Google Docs. I've just been trying to keep track of it.
Okay.
All right.
We can all
So
come
yeah,
together.
sure. I'll level up. Sounds
Okay,
sounds
so
good.
yeah, just make sure you put that on your sheet. And if you need help getting it or keeping
It
track
says
of it,
subclass features. What does that mean? I'm choosing.
Okay,
Choosing.
level 3 is where you choose
Yeah, I know.
subclasses.
I'm
so
choosing Path of the Berserker.
if we're leveling up and it goes past 2, then it's fine. We'll start when everybody's ready. That being said,
Oh,
if
that's
you
what
do
it's
choose to
talking
take
about.
the level, let me know so I can know what strength everybody's going to be at.
Yeah, I'm taking level.
All right. Yeah, I'm doing that.
All right, so Jace and Braum are definitely going to be level 3 now. And I know if Booty, if you can hear us right now, I know it might seem a bit demoralizing that you're going to be at level 1 while everybody else will be a little stronger. But you're going to earn stuff from this adventure that you'll be able to carry into the next one just like they did. So you'll catch up, no problem. You can even literally catch up using the downtime, and you can be level 3 for the next one, even if everybody else is level 4 or something. That being said, I guess we'll just keep our schedule going as we have. It seems the best for everybody. So next Saturday we'll do 2 again, and that one actually is going to be the culmination of this trilogy of adventures, and it's going to be a 4-hour one. So I'll post the schedule, of course, after this, but I was going to move it back an hour actually, if that works better. I think that would maybe for like our people across the seas and stuff. So instead
Wow,
of
damn, my D6 goes up another.
I think next Saturday we should meet an hour early. So for me, it'll be 1 p.m. my time, and then we should plan to go till about 6 p.m. My time, of course. So he
Hey,
may have to
it's not
adjust
letting me apply the level.
it. You can go to the character advancer, and then you did that before, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
All right, let me
Yeah.
see.
All right. So at level 3, I actually get 2d6 from my sneak now, so that's pretty great.
Okay.
How much
It's not letting
downtime
me
did it
apply
cost too?
changes.
Sandu.
How much downtime did it cost to
Junior,
catch up?
Junior!
So this will cost all your downtime. Man.
I'm not. And I'm in
Oh,
call with
okay.
people.
It
Shut my
costs 10,
door.
and that's it. It always just costs 10 features. I'm just making sure
Sorry
it
about
wasn't
that. My
something I
brother
should
kind of
clicked or
barged
whatever.
into
Yeah,
the
once we
room.
get to level 4, we're actually gonna get some nice stuff down. Gonna get some ability score improvements and stuff. It'll be great.
Well,
So,
I got it figured out. I'm just gonna get that zoom out of here.
Hello, hello.
What's going on, man?
Not much. Just doing some quick leveling that they were able to do from last week,
yeah, I'm already done.
and then we'll get started.
Awesome.
I'm trying to
Yeah,
look
mine's just not letting me apply changes.
Yeah, I'm trying to look at it right now and see. Yeah, I'm kind of having a similar issue.
Oh wait, I need to choose an archetype. How do I don't actually know about that. Roguish archetype. At 3rd level, I get to choose an archetype that emulates my exercise and rogue abilities. I don't understand that.
So whenever you level up, you always take the average. So like I'm looking at Brahms right now. He's a barbarian, so he'll take 7 plus his Constitution modifier every time he levels up. So just be sure that that's the HP you're taking. So I think for him it'll be like 8 or 9 more HP.
Do I put
So
7 as subclass? Let me see if that was the issue. No, that's not the issue.
Hopefully I'm not interfering with what you're doing.
Yeah, I tried to watch a little bit of the video y'all did last week and get some information on your characters and such.
Cool.
Okay.
Hey, do you want me to just put it in manually?
Maybe. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and cancel
Yeah, I'll
it
just
out.
toss it in manually.
Okay.
Can we use Explorer's Guide to Wildmount?
That actually we cannot use.
Of
Nope.
course.
So with this current
Oh.
rule set for Adventurers League, it's Forgotten Realms, which is still pretty broad. Like you can even be a fairy or a Harengon from.
How do I add an ability?
Let's see.
On Roll20, you would
Oh, never mind. Found
I
it.
guess
Okay.
add 1 to attacks and
No fun.
spellcasting.
You want to put it to your bottom right with the
Yeah,
what it's
man.
from, name of it, and then okay, there. Did it pop up for you now?
Let me check. And Krim, you took to level 3?
Yep.
Okay. So I'm gonna choose steady aim.
And Amia, if you can hear me, are you taking a level like everybody else, or are you just gonna chill at level 2?
Oh, that's what it is.
You can use the downtime for other things, and depending on what your character is capable of, it can be more useful than others, I suppose. Like if you're proficient in an herbalism kit, you can make your own potions. It just costs gold and downtime to do it. Or if you're a wizard, you can trade spells. I know we don't have any wizards right now. You can also
Okay.
trade magic items, things like that. So there's a whole list of things you can do with your downtime. You're not always going to want to just spend it all on leveling up, because if you get out of tier 1, you're no longer going to be able to use this character for tier 1 adventures. Which, if we have a cohesive group that wants to keep coming back every weekend, and you want to keep playing these characters, and everybody hits tier 2, we could run some tier 2 adventures. That's definitely fine. We'll just see how
Sounds
it
pretty
goes.
good.
I definitely
Quick, everybody, roll a D100.
Oh my
I
god.
definitely intended to run at least quite a few tier 1 adventures first, but we'll see how it goes. I'm always open to make some changes along the way.
Well, I got a 20.
Let's see how everybody's luck's gonna be.
Yeah, I rolled a few here.
So
A
at
couple
level 3,
days
I actually am getting like set. I get steady aim and I get like advantage
Hey,
on my
Noel.
next attack roll. Like it's
51.
great.
A couple days ago, when I was editing my character, making sure everything was up to it and how it should be, right?
Mm-hmm.
Rolled a D100 and got 100. My luck is good with 100s, not
Unless
anything else.
100's bad.
I was watching some D&D Let's Plays, and a guy rolled a natural 100, which basically get him some cool stuff for the rest of the game.
Huh. Well, it's sitting too. Is the stream set up?
Yep, we are streaming. We've been streaming for about 15, 20 minutes or so. It'll start off even a little messy at times, but I'll be trying to clean it up as we go. One of the next steps I want to try to get for us is some sort of layover for the screen, just where it'll look a little cooler, but
Yeah.
I'll just have
How
to figure that
much
out.
how much HP would a level 3 fighter have?
So you'll just have to, like, you started off with, the level 1 HP,
13?
and then every time you level, you're going to take that average. So I think for fighter, it's going to be, I think it might be 7 or maybe. It'll tell you
No.
on your screen.
Is my mic good?
Yeah, your mic's okay.
Does it sound like my good mic or my bad mic?
Your bad mic. It's
Oh,
been like that the
yeah,
entire
okay.
time.
It's very good. It's very good.
No, he has a snowball mic. He also has a bad mic. That's what he's trying to fix.
And then I have these earbuds, so it's weird.
Yeah, it's a good mic right now, man.
Oh, okay. Here's my $100 mic. I have these earbuds, and they sometimes connect to the earbuds, and they sometimes connect to my good mic.
So
it
I
just
should
depends.
have 27 hit points if that's the case.
I'm gonna be a sponge this time. I have 29.
Oh gosh.
I have 26 as a rogue.
Fun fact, the fairy we had in our party had the most HP at the
Yes.
beginning.
Yeah. A fairy that was 1 foot tall had all the HP.
Okay, so it looks like we're almost all ready to go. Hey, Mia, did you end up going to level
blueberries
3,
gave
or
her power.
are you at level 2?
Guess she's not here yet.
I think her mic's on.
Boy, I'm just gonna have to hide behind you guys. I have an HP of 11.
That's more than I started out with. Damn, that's not even
What's
that bad.
What's your class?
Also null. And unless this goes over 3 hours, I should be fine. My
Okay.
parents are out in the cheap part, so they can bulk shop.
What class are you?
I am a paladin, and as a
Oh, that makes sense.
Here, let me get your character and level.
yeah, sure.
Yeah, Soup.
So what
If you
else
don't
can I use my
mind,
downtime for?
Okay.
you should be able to change
Got it.
your nickname to your character's name. It might
Okay.
be in the settings. I think it's like,
I think I found a synergy here.
and that just kind of makes it easier for everybody.
Yeah.
Let me
There you
see. Okay, cool. Thanks for that.
Yeah, sure.
Atlas.
Still
sorry.
waiting on.
Well, there goes all my luck.
Oh, there she is. Hello.
Hey, so downtime. It's pretty cool. Could level up again if you want.
Yeah. Did you
Downtime's
take
pretty
that,
good.
Amia? Did you go up to level 3, or are you gonna stay at level 2?
Good talk.
Yeah.
Good choice.
What? Oh.
You rolled 2 D100s and still
Yeah.
got less than 50.
Here. It'll fix itself.
Here we go. We're gonna go.
You got a 7 in the first one.
I like how you didn't even comment on how I rolled
Oh,
the D100 and
Jesus.
got a 4.
All right, let's see if I got a single D100 out of all of these. I did. I got one D100 out of
Alright.
the 9 I rolled.
The time has come, guys.
96.
Oh no.
Hey, Atlas, do you have
What's
spell
gonna
slot?
happen? What is gonna happen?
I'm just gonna check how fast I can click real quick.
I hope this doesn't break everything.
So it's looking like, despite leveling up, because we're six adventures
Nice.
at
Oh,
an average party level of 2.5. So we're just right there away from being the next tier up of strength, which is fine. I mean, it's just basically, if you weren't, I would have to make adjustments on the fly, which it's easy to do. But if I don't have to, then hey, that's even
by the way, DM, what is the name of the stream called? That's a good question.
I usually just call it Adventures League Online or something, because I figure that can kind of grab anybody who knows about it.
Okay, well,
but-
I'm gonna
I tested my
do that.
clicking per second. I got 9
That's it. Damn,
That's terrible.
Okay.
clicks per
horrible.
second. Hey, Jocelyn, you click per second. Actually, let me
You
try
want-
this.
Do you know? I don't have a mouse, sir. I don't have a mouse.
All right. So
Actually,
as
I
mentioned
do have a
before,
mouse. Actually, I actually do have a mouse.
for everybody here now.
Hold up, I'll be right back.
We'll go over the stuff at the end, of course, again for the codes and things like that. You'll need for your adventures log sheet, but typically I'll go ahead and go over it at the start.
I would like to mention I don't play computer games, so 9 is pretty good.
All right.
Real quick in the chat, I'm gonna go ahead and type out the code. So if you need it, it's gonna be there, and I can also repeat it as many times as we need to.
Jocelyn, you can only use one finger.
You have a code,
what?
which is going to be
One finger.
CCCTHENT01-02, and
I'm gonna have to use my bad
name,
one.
which is those that dwell beneath. So there you go with that.
Save it.
Copy that, paste it somewhere if you need to save it for later,
Just for a bit.
and of course I'll give it to you if you need it. So I did make some recent changes, nothing too crazy, but I'll try to do more things like this. It just kind of makes it a little more interactive for everybody. But the magic items that we get through these adventures, I'll go ahead and put them in this little slot. If you check the place where your characters are, it's like the handout screen, really. Underneath magic items, you should be able to see one there, the Pearl of Power. So you can click on that. You can bring it up.
Yeah.
So
And I was about to talk about this. Do paladins get spell slots?
I think so, yeah.
For So I could borrow it to Atlas since it's useless to me.
Atlas, do you have any spell slots right now at level 1?
I think I have.
He does for Divine Smite, right?
I have 15 clicks per second.
With one finger.
Yes.
But yeah, I think the only two things I have are Divine Sense and Lay on Hands.
Okay, so no, I don't think
So-
that counts as like his spell casting yet.
I don't think so. I think Divine Sense is an action.
He'll get it though.
Okay. Time for good Mike to
So,
come back.
anyways, everybody has that pearl of power except for Atlas right now, but he doesn't need it anyways. He couldn't do anything with
Yeah,
it.
no one really needs the Pearl of Power right now, honestly. 'Cause none of us are
Amiya could
spellcasters.
use it, and
Oh,
also
true.
Thalron could. And I guess if you have them on your person, and let's say
I
like,
could just give it to them, I guess.
right, and then so like even
Wait.
if they use theirs, you could give them yours, and they could
Oh.
use it too.
I
Why
didn't
Wait,
not?
know
is
it
it
was
one-time
allowed.
use?
It's a one-time
One per
right?
day.
Yep, but there's
And-
no rule saying that one person can't use multiple, so
That is true.
that's fine with me.
That's interesting.
So
Let's all give it to one person and make them the all-powerful Lord of the day.
I suggest stacking everything on our healer. So
Yeah, that'd be pretty
Sauron.
cool.
okay, and y'all can always hold them off and
Sauron,
things like that. If as long as you're
of
within
course.
5 feet of somebody, I wouldn't make it cost like an action or anything. You're just like, here, I'm gonna give him this. I mean, I'm not gonna crucify you for that. But
Oh
Okay.
yeah, Jocelyn, you still have to give somebody their axe.
just like before,
Hmm?
you're gonna gain a magic item on this
I have
adventure.
to do what?
I already have it
My
set up in
flail.
there, but
You
can
grab
Yeah,
see
his
it.
flail.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, I do need to give you my axe. Here, before we start this, can I give Crim's axe back?
That's
Flail.
fine.
Flail, actually.
Flail, sorry, can I give his flail back really quick?
Sure.
Yeah,
Let's
that,
start.
that definitely could have been done.
Yeah, here you go. There you go. There you go, bud.
There we go.
All right. So that being said, yeah, you'll see the magic items appear there. The next one will be there after you earn it. It'll magically appear.
Hopefully, we actually have something that could be useful for me. That'd be
Now,
great.
where we left off last time, you guys were working for a nobleman who was quite obsessed with horses, and his name was
Yeah.
Reginald Swifthand. And he had asked you guys to investigate some sinkholes where his prize stallion had met its demise. You also were trying to investigate to see what was happening to some scouts potentially, and you did rescue those guys. We can get into a little bit more of that.
Hey, it says my connection to the server has been interrupted.
You seem fine.
Yeah, you're okay. I think so.
Yeah.
If you need a refresh, feel free. But anyways, so you guys had found a map, and you couldn't really make too much sense of it, so you took it back, and Reginald had sent it off to a local mage who was talented with divination, and was going to try to look into the ruins and see what he could find. That's about the last you guys would have heard of the situation until perhaps you're staying at the Swift Hand estate, as he had given you guys some rooms there if you wanted them. When you do get an invite from the mage, his name is Bayou Ashman, and you can pull up that handout there in the little tab if you so choose. But I'll go ahead and read it out really quick. So it says, "Greetings. Thanks once again for delving into the ruins and rescuing our scouts. It is quite alarming that the Grungs would be trying to start a slavery business this far from home. That does explain the sudden appearance of the jungle they were manifesting. Hopefully that business will come to an end after you sent them packing and disabled that strange ore. Now on to the map you discovered. The original has sent this to me, and we believe there is much more to discover further into the ruins. It may be a discovery for the ages. Come quickly, and I will explain further. Your new friend, Bayou Ashman."
So the people that we saved are like, can they actually be like helped? Like, because I feel like who's gonna help them? I mean, is there like a
I'm,
hospital?
I'm just assuming that we brought them back and professionals took care of them.
Exactly. Yeah. This is a
Okay.
city of mages, and so they would be able to use pretty powerful magics to cure them.
Oh, okay.
That being said, you're going to be in an area called the Silver Spire. It's a large tower, and the lord of that is Bayou Ashman. You guys are going to be meeting in his tower. I'm about to have a meeting with him, but before we do that,
What about the other guy that was like gonna give us like free rooms? Are we
Right.
gonna like go to him first to get a reward?
you guys had already gotten your reward from him last
Oh.
time, and all that was pretty much wrapped up. And you guys are on good terms with him.
How much
Yeah.
time passed? Like 1 day?
Maybe just a few days, a week. Not very
Oh,
long.
okay.
No, just long enough for this mage to try a few tests to look into this map. and then come to a conclusion that he needs to share with you guys. So with that,
We lost one person.
Yeah, I think he's refreshing.
okay, make sure I get that set up. Oop. Did we lose 2 people? Or no, I'm covered up. Hold on.
No, just one.
Oh, the map.
I can always call him if I need to.
No, it's okay. This sometimes the cameras will be a little janky on here. That's one reason why I'm worried about a little layover screen is I don't know how that stuff would work, but I'm gonna look into it. But okay, got it all set up. So yeah, we'll jump him back in when he comes. But we'll start with Jace, and then we'll go to Thalron and Krem and Atlas and Amia. So Jace, if you'll start, just give us a description of you, who you are, what you look like.
Oh yeah, we got a new person. Oh, okay, so basically I'm just
And
like
then
this.
one thing real quick, if you'll also give me an interaction that you've had with either maybe something in the city or perhaps even one of your companions, and then everybody who's willing to do that will get inspiration right off the bat of the game. And so we'll start with you, Jace. Go ahead.
Okay, so basically I'm like this shady kind of guy. I got like this blue robe with like Egyptian writing on it that's like glowing, and I'm a rogue, level 3 obviously, and I'm a pretty big thief. I like stealing things. That's kind of my thing. I like just hiding in the background, shooting people from afar, not really getting into the fight. I just like getting those sneak attacks. And yeah, I had some pretty weird interactions. I tried to steal for some people, it didn't really work too well. Braum like tried to do this like arm wrestling thing. I tried to steal from the guy. That didn't go too well, and that's about it.
Okay, and just to clarify, I don't know if he said too, but you are a halfling.
Yes, I am
So
a small
he's
little
a
half-
diminutive little man, but doesn't make him any the lesser.
Oh, also I got a lot of self-pervasion. I care about myself more than anybody else, honestly. So keep that in mind. Don't trust me.
Man, I don't know if you're just supposed to tell him that though.
Never
know.
did.
Hey, at
Yeah,
least
don't metagame, but I'm just telling you that.
he's the most honest, dishonest person.
Yes, of course.
You
Anyway,
were, you were a Ghostwise Happy Rogue.
I love you,
Hey.
Jonathan. Okay. All right. So thank you for that, Jace. How have you had an interaction with one of your friends?
oh, I talked about the Braum thing where they like Braum was having like this arm wrestling, and I tried to steal from that guy. It didn't go too well.
Okay.
Yes,
I actually
cool.
thought about this, and I think like he and Brom became like scamming buddies. Brom
Yeah,
distracts, he
exactly.
steals. I'm
Mhm.
actually planning to do that in my novelization.
Hell yeah! You know,
Okay.
if you wanna help me, like, help me out, I'll, split the cut with you. You know.
Okay, sounds good.
Feel
Then
free to be on it.
we'll go to Thalron next. If you just want to do the same, give us
Or with
a
the
little
Drew.
bit of appearance, a little bit of a personality, and perhaps an interaction you may have had with one of your friends.
Yeah. So my character's name is Taron. He's a cleric Karakokra at level 3, and I think he might have learned some new spells and some new blessings, but not much else. He's basically the opposite of Jace. He's very, very religious and very honest.
Okay. And how do you think you would have maybe had in this week or so that you guys have been recovering here in Thintia? How do you think you may have interacted with one of your friends here, or maybe how did you meet Atlas or something like that?
I think that he met Atlas like maybe next to a temple or next to a church,
Yeah.
and maybe spoke about religion, I think.
So let's compare some deities here. Who's your deity, Thalron?
Yeah, my deity is Ilmater, the martyr god.
Okay, and then how about you, Atlas?
My deity is Castiel, the god of protection.
Okay, so not too terribly opposing there in the end. Y'all might
Yeah,
be
but
able to
don't
have
smite me, please.
y'all might be able to have a good debate in the end and not get too heated.
I think we're gonna have a lot more in common than you think.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
All right, now Krim, if you don't mind.
So my character, Krem, is a half orc fighter who who, well, technically still is a mercenary, and the rumors about the stuff that was happening around the city was what lured him here to earn some quick buck, buy bread, and stuff like that. He wasn't really here to make friends or adventures, anything like that. But after being inspired by his team's fighting spirit, mainly our Goliath buddy Brom, who single-handedly took care of a lot of bad guys,
He went down
and
again.
and fairy and the fairy Nettie, who, despite her small size, showed immense strength. That was what inspired him to better himself and spend some days training against, like, I guess, local guards or something.
Maybe even
So
Nettie.
he maybe Nettie too,
The blueberries are just too overpowering.
which allowed him to develop more skills. In That's how I explain level upping in this case.
Okay, awesome, man. So definitely everyone is taking inspiration so far, and we'll keep it going. We learned a little bit about Atlas. Do you want to fill in some more details there for us?
Yeah, absolutely. So my name is Atlas. My family and I are direct descendants of Castiel, the god of protection. Um, we were so basically we were put here in this realm to save it from the evil forces that we defeated forever ago. Um, every now and again, somebody will try to come up and try to re-throw everything, and that's why we're here, is to stop that. So being taught the basics in combat, we're sent out to further grow our skills and to deepen the bonds with the people we swore to protect.
So, are you a demigod? If you're a descendant of a god, are you a demigod?
So technically, that is. I thought about that, and I wasn't sure if I could bring that into the D&D realm, because it was kind of like the Azamir was kind of like the demigod type thing.
Yeah,
I
I
think
think
the
that's a
the
good
divine
summary.
blood would get diluted with enough, uh, you
Yes,
know.
you're the fallen, or not fallen angel, but descended from the angel type of Asimar. I think that fits in perfectly. That being said, Thentia is a city of mages in the Moonsea region. It's a pretty wonderful place. Lots of strange and spectacular sights if you're not used to that sort of thing, and maybe you are though. But that being said, what do you think would bring you here?
So I was following. So we with God, I can't remember the name of this stupid spell. Hang on one second.
Divine sense.
Divine sense. With divine sense, I felt this evil growing towards this area, and I'm kind of making my way through finding maybe people who feel the same thing, and maybe people who will help me defeat whatever's going on.
Okay,
That was
awesome.
terrible.
No, that's good.
No, that's good. That's
Yeah,
fine.
it's definitely good. All right, so yeah, you definitely award yourself to some inspiration there, and we'll wrap it up with Amia.
I am Amia, a human bard, level 2. And what should I start with? I am an inspiring violinist, trying to be the very best like my father. But unfortunately, no matter how hard I tried, it never really worked out. So after many and many failed attempts, I ended up feeling like giving up, burnt out and all. And after having a talk with my father, we decided that I should take a break. He suggested that I should try being a bard in the city of Thentia, as he did when he was young. And that's how I ended up here.
Awesome. There you
Mm,
go, Krim. That's a lot for your novel right there. um,
and
Go on.
mm, for the inspiration thing, while wandering the streets of Thentia, I see a interesting looking person. Although I was too scared to approach him, I just followed him for a while until I just realized that it was a bad idea and just walked off.
And which one of your friends would you say that was?
Atlas.
Okay, cool. There you go. So whenever you happen to see him again in the Spire later on, he's got a request for the same job here, perhaps to fill in for one of your friends who happen to be busy elsewhere. It's not quite a surprise. It's not just a strange, unfamiliar face. Maybe still a little unknown. Okay, now to wrap up really quickly, so we're still missing Malcolm, right?
Yeah. Oh, I actually have some information
Yeah.
on him.
Okay, please.
I gave him a call, and he said his internet's acting a bit. He should be able to fix it. His brother controls his router, and when he was trying to load his thing back up, it said it was being blocked by a router, and he's getting some help by his brother right now. So it'll
Okay.
just take a bit.
Alrighty, cool. Well, we'll stay on tune for that, and then if I have to kind of adjust the encounter a bit, however it goes, we will do that.
Yeah. Hopefully he can come back. I don't have a guarantee, but
Yeah, hopefully so. And if not, we're not going to hold it against him, of course. All right. So that being said, you have all arrived at the Silver Spire,
we lost another one.
and so
Dropping like flies.
we good?
Apparently we lost another one.
Who?
Forget. Oh, never mind.
There he is.
Yeah, we're good. Okay, we're good. All right. So the first thing you notice here is this strange light that seems to be kind of coming from all directions around you, as you're in a bit of a scholar's laboratory. So you've been hired to do some exploring in the newly found city ruins. And so, swirling about before you in a frenzy of motion and fluttering papers, a half-elf of disconcerting physical stature is excitedly talking about the city discovered beneath the ruins to the east of Thintia, as you guys kind of introduce yourself to each other or say hello. His massive form, all 7+ feet of him, is loosely wrapped in silver fabric that shimmers and seems to shift in a myriad of colors, perhaps reflecting the light from a nearby table that is cluttered with tubes, bubbling liquids, and other strange apparatus. It says apparatuses, but I feel like that could almost be apparatusi or something. Anyways, Vayu Ashman, the mage of the Silver Spire, turns and looks at you with intense, pale blue eyes, which at once seem to smile yet stare through you. Yes, he says, you must return to this strange sunken city, he proclaims with excitement.
So we need to leave? We go back to the city? Aren't we at the ruins, right?
So the ruins are of a strange sunken city, and the adventurers before could let you know that as they had descended deeper into the ground, they had found a jungle, which was quite out of place there. And then as they continued, the ruins started to become more fresh, I suppose you could say, a little less deteriorated by time and weather because it's been hidden underground for who knows how long. There were sinkholes opening up in the earth, and perhaps the city has been hidden for who knows how long until a sinkhole opened up and has exposed it. So that's where he's asking you guys to travel back into, because he says, I am intrigued by the existence of this city. There's very little written history of this area, and while it is known that there are many ruins in the area, the sunken city is mostly intact from what you have reported, if maybe somewhat overgrown with the jungle. And at that, he produces a few papers and tries to show you guys. And does anybody speak or read Elvish or Elven?
Yeah.
I think so. When creating my character, I was allowed to pick any language. Is that
Okay, it's fine now. Okay.
No worries.
Well, which one did you pick?
Yeah, you just had to pick ahead of time. It should tell you, like, common, and then maybe pick one other of your choice or something like that, depending.
okay? So no, I do not.
Did we lose Thalron as well?
Hopefully he'll jump back in. But so Vayu, he kind of sees your confusion at it, and he collects it back and he says, "This is in Netherese."
Oh. There's the drippy bird.
Very similar to Elvish script, but if you're not familiar with the Netherese, they were an ancient civilization from many, 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 many years ago, long lost to time. They used to have huge flying cities, and they were very talented spellcasters. And the legend goes that their magic was too powerful and tore their cities from the sky, even. And I think that we may have discovered one of those cities. I believe it might be called Uriskau. It's a city that no longer exists as we would know it, but there's records that have been found. They could potentially be magical wonders. And he kind of looks at Jace. No small amount of wealth hidden in the ruins.
Oh, wealth, you say?
I can surely answer any questions you may have, and I would like to start by offering you each 50 gold pieces.
Each?
That's right.
Each now. Hmm.
And I will also give you rations for, a few days, as long as it'll take, I would assume. And I can also procure these. And you see him reach over his giant of a man.
Health potions?
And he kind of fumbles with some vials, and one of them he holds up and kind of sniffs it and like wrinkles his nose. Oh, that's not it. And finally pulls up two potions of healing.
I knew it.
He extends them out to you, and there's two of them, so you guys can decide who takes them. And the way that consumables work in Adventurers League is you get the consumables in the adventure, such as a potion or a scroll or something like that. And if you use it in the adventure, it's gone. If you don't use it, everybody gets it at the end. So then you'll have a potion that you can take into the next adventure. But if you need it, certainly use it. Don't let yourself die or your friend die. Because you want to have a potion for the next
I
one.
think the healer should have, the healing potions, I think.
I don't know. I would say the one who is the least likely to get knocked out should have them.
Oh, actually, yeah, you got a point, but I mean, I was just thinking like splitting up, like one to the healer and one to the one that
I was thinking I'm gonna get one, and then the second to either Amiya or you.
I don't need it. I'm gonna be hiding in the. I'm gonna get sneak attacks. I'm not gonna be really in the fight, so that's why I was.
So me and Amiya get the potions.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
That's
I
fair.
have the ability to heal myself. I can just touch myself and be like, I'm good.
That's very useful. I'm not gonna lie. That is useful.
Nobody look. I'm healing.
Yeah, right.
Hey.
What's up,
Yeah, Malcolm's back.
Okay, so if you're not familiar with inspiration, really quickly, basically you can cash in your inspiration. You can also give it to one of your friends to use it if they've already used theirs, and you can get a free reroll for pretty much anything. Any D20 reroll, it'll pretty much work for that. That being said, if you use your inspiration, but then you're acting in character later on, I might just give it to you for being cool, so you can always give it back. Now that being said, Brahm, you need to get the chance to get it too. We just had a conversation with the mage with the silver spire. His name's Vayu Ashvin, a very nice fellow, but you notice, and actually I really wanted you to be here for this too, because you, my friend, need to roll me a insight check with advantage for Brahm, please.
Actually, because I wasn't really around when you were giving us exposition.
I should have done the clicking on my profile. Insight. What's that under? Oh, insight.
8.
Oh, that's not going to be good.
So as you look at Vayu Ashvin, you notice something about him that seems familiar to you. Other than that, that's about all I could share right now. That being said, you guys could ask him more questions if you want, but first, Brahm, if you want to just give us a quick description of who you are, what you look like, and perhaps an interaction you might have had with one of your friends in the few days to a week that it's been since last adventure. Oh, hey, you're muted.
You're muted.
You're muted, Brahm. Okay.
Yeah, I know my brother just walked in my room, so I was muting.
Oh, okay.
Well, do you got a description of your character and an interaction for some inspiration?
Yeah, they got whitish gray skin, braided brown hair, red birthmarks sprawled all across their body, pure white eyes.
The race.
And
Yeah,
I
class
taught,
race.
Barbarian, Goliath, tossed
Level.
Jason the air, level 3.
Toss me in the air.
Jason
Oh,
in the
hold up a
air.
minute. Hold up. You pick that out of all things.
Yeah, Jace always rides piggyback on him.
I
That's
do.
my headcanon.
I do.
Okay, thank you.
And
We
you,
can definitely not forget Braum. He's the Braum the Unenduring. He's the one who's faced
Ooh.
by
The person,
Oh, we
The
might want to
one-man
switch around the health
army.
potions.
Incredible
You might want to,
foes.
Mia, Brom would. You might want to give him one of the health your health potion. I mean, he might need it. He's gonna be tanking a lot of damage. So
Okay.
that is something I forgot put in, was the health potion that we
Okay,
grabbed from last
so before you
session.
guys did,
no,
Depart.
we use that. We use that.
would
We
you
use that
like
health
Yeah.
potion.
to?
But you're gonna get a new one.
Would you like to
Okay.
ask if I
Here,
knew
write down
anything,
health
or
potion that you have one.
Braun, does you said your family was wiped out by elves? Do you hold a grudge against them on that? I need to know if I need to watch you around elves.
If I get to the chance to find out who slaughtered my family, I will do whatever it takes.
Okay. A
So
mental note.
basically, it's not elves in general, but those specific few who did
I
the
will wipe out
blood.
the entire race if I have to find them.
Gosh, do you
Oh,
know
God.
which type of elf?
Yeah, do you
What?
even know their names?
What what
Do you know
subrace
any?
of elf?
Wood.
If they have
Oh my
pointy
gosh.
ears, they get the
Wait,
point
wait,
of
wait.
his eyes.
What happened with the wood elf?
Wait, is
Of
there
course,
mountain?
it's a wood elf.
Wait, is there mountain elf?
I've seen like a homebrew for it, but I don't think there's anything released
Okay,
yet.
then just wood elves.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So as you guys
It's a little bright. Sorry
ascend
about that.
the Silver Spire, you leave the strange smells and lights coming from these science experiments behind, and you begin to leave the city of Thentia as you did before. You retrace your steps, and this will be kind of quick and hopefully not terribly disorienting, but for the sake of retracing your steps, you do kind of crunch through the grass of um, the distance in between the city and the ruins. It doesn't take terribly long before you see the very familiar earthen ramp leading down into
Ooh.
where the jungle would be. And as you kind of walk through the
Our
area,
captive is still here.
you notice that the earth isn't as moist as it was before, and it's starting to solidify a bit more. And you really don't have any issue as you pick your way through what sinkholes remain. Um, and you find the old one. You don't quite see the steam rising up as you did before. Every once in a while, a burst of it may be released that was still trapped underneath the earth. But for the most part, you make it to the earthen ramp leading down. And this is a familiar sight for some of you guys. Ignore the battle tokens and stuff. But just to kind of show, you're trudging through this way. You pass into the water area where the orb used to be, and you see the remains of the altar and the orb that are there. Thinking of that coin jingling in your pocket that you got for trading in the zircons that were embedded into the skull's eye. Of course, you pass by the ruined portal, and you make your way deeper into the jungle. And I'm going to do a quick map change again, just
Can we
to keep it on
open the
going.
portal?
You could look into it later on, but it is
Okay.
you probably have to know what you're doing. I don't know if a Goliath barbarian would be too well versed in portals.
Random luck.
Who knows? Maybe you could be. But anyway, so you come into this area again, and like before, any tokens that are there, just kind of ignore them. But you're walking through what seems to be more of an intact city, familiar to most of you. This is where the Grungs had made their headquarters, and the pin there still has the stench of prisoners, even though it's been a while since they were rescued by you guys.
There's a stench of like Grom's body and like gums, like stench on the roof from when he got just clapped on the roof.
As you walk by, you see Brahm's blood splatter still on the ground, and familiar memories rushing through. You pick your way through here without any incident. It's quiet,
Just
and
an
for the
entire
most part,
corner bloodied.
it's very dark as you guys have made your way through this whole area. You're
I have
stepping
night
through.
vision.
Okay, and yeah, you can light torches and however you need to see, but definitely on the outskirts of your vision is pitch black as that orb is no longer functioning. And Before too long, though, they leave the trees behind, and eventually, let me catch up here. So you should already have your tokens out there.
Hey, there's some noise.
And this is a new spot.
Very loud.
Yeah, we are getting an echo.
Your mic is bad right now.
Jesus.
Thank you, Amia.
Is it so loud?
Is this what we are actually hearing?
And it actually is, because strange enough, it seems like the weird sights seem to never cease. Because as you move out of the jungle, the difficult terrain becomes easier to traverse. The cave floor becomes dusty and sometimes covered with loose rocks, but it doesn't impede you as you move forward. And you leave this complete darkness behind as you come into what appears to be Homefledge City.
Babies crying? Oh, God.
The quietness behind you that was only interrupted by the trickle of water is now replaced with the normal sounds of a city. So you guys had to squeeze through a tunnel that was getting more and more narrow. You thought you might even have to do a dex check there for a minute, but you have the rocks scraping against your clothes and your armor. You squeeze through a particularly narrow area, and as you reach the far side, the scent of roasted meat assails your senses, as well as the sounds of a city. A faint light glimmers further on, and you swear you hear the sounds of laughter or perhaps a baby crying, as before. So you exit the tunnel into what appears to be a portion of the city that has not fallen into decay, and it seems to be inhabited by the sounds. Nearby, you see a gigantic armored statue. It looks to be a knight who has his back hunched with a shield up, and he seems to be carrying the weight of the rock ceiling above you on his shoulders. And if you kind of peer further on, you can see what seems to be more of these dotted throughout the cities, all of them with the same expression, the same burden of the ceiling on their shoulders, as they stay motionless. You look down at the map that Bayou had returned to you guys before you left, and you realize that you're on the right way to what he had pointed out on the map earlier. It seems to be a place called the Vault, and he didn't have much more to say than, what else would you think would be in a vault? Probably some artifacts or treasure. And so you look across the city, and you see another giant stone wall there, and you pretty much have all indication that that would be the way to go. So would you guys kind of like to proceed into the city a little bit?
I guess.
Oh, sure.
We can move y'all right here. Everybody.
Can I do a perception? Can I do perception? Let's do a perception.
Sure. Give me a perception check.
Hey, let's go. 20.
I'm sure you see a token there for a boulder.
Oh, it's a 19.
Okay, so as you guys come out of the tunnel, Jace, you instantly see this young boy, and he's running backwards. And as he gets to this area, he stops and turns towards you guys to wait for you to come out of the tunnel. And as you do, he seems to make eye contact with most, if not all of you. And is there anything you would like to call out to him, perhaps?
Are your shoes? Sorry, I can't speak. Are your shoes tied?
He looks at you, and then he looks down at his shoes, and then he turns around and he darts off, and he runs down into this tunnel, or into this alleyway right here.
I think you scared the poor child.
I mean, he was running backwards, man. I was concerned.
It seems like a logical decision to run away when a bunch of armored people just walk into your village.
That's true.
So,
we should.
What would you guys like to do?
Did he seem like he was in any sort of distress other than caused by us?
That's a great question.
Wait, did you mention?
He looked like he had been crying recently.
Dropped his ice cream.
We should send.
How did he look like?
We should probably send like one of our more friendly-looking people, and that's
definitely not me.
So, Amia, it's your.
Oh, if we had the fairy, dang! If we had the fairy here,
no more than 10 or 11 years old, and he had kind of, tousled sandy brown hair. Looks like not quite a little urchin boy, but definitely not a super wealthy boy either. And you get this sense that about his clothes, they do seem to be a little different than what you've seen usually.
I would like to start approaching the alleyway.
Okay, if you want to move your token up, you can do that.
How far do I move it? Just
You
30
can move
feet?
all the way up to the alleyway if that's where you're trying to go.
I'm gonna follow him. Actually,
like to
am I on his shoulders? Actually, could I be on his shoulders? Because I didn't want to walk all this way with my little halfling self. Could I just already have been on his shoulders?
Sure, that's fine.
Okay, well,
Okay.
I'm right on top of him. Then.
So as you approach the alley, you see not the boy, but instead, like one moment you're seeing the boy disappear around the corner, and as you approach the corner, this man appears, an
Oh
older
crap!
It's a trap.
He seems to be quite old, and he hobbles out of the alleyway, and he looks left, and he looks right, and then he looks up at you. And you notice that his common that he's speaking seems to be heavily accented as he introduces himself. Well, hello. Hello, my name is Doran. Morning, Clark. Did you see a boy run through here? I'm looking for my grandson.
Is it your grandson? Is it?
I would like to ready my battle axe just in case.
Oh my
Maybe roll-
Oh my
god!
god!
He's not.
Maybe
a
roll-
I see him move his arm to like pick up his axe, and I just
Just in
put it down.
Justin, okay, fine then. Less deadly version, my hand axe, just in case. It's
No,
a
I
trap.
put your hand down again. You're
Just in
you're
case
not
it's a
doing that.
trap.
Getting
Okay,
chased after.
Now
I
look,
see,
I
I
don't
see
want
what's
any
going on
violence.
with the axe and move up to talk to him.
He kind of sees the whoever wants to come up, and I'm looking for my grandson. His name is Matthew. Have you
Hi,
seen
hi.
him?
I'm the nicer one. You can talk to me. We saw your grandson running down the alleyway.
At this, he kind of turns himself around and looks the way that he just came from, and he kind of scratches his head. Well, I don't think so. Are you sure? I would have seen him. Now, I, he's looking for his sister, and she does tend to kind of run off, and
Is that why he was crying?
I think that does sound likely. Matthew can be an emotional young lad. It's a bit of a sad story. I could tell you more if you'd like to walk with me. I would prefer to keep looking for my grandson.
Wait.
I will walk with him for
I
sure.
will walk with the man.
You said it was dim, right?
No, it's actually pretty bright here, and as you
Okay.
look up towards what would be the sky, it almost seems as if the light would be coming from the sky like normal, but when you look up, you see nothing but the heavy rock of the ceiling. However, you notice that Doran doesn't seem to notice that or be too affected by it at all. I mean, he just he comes out of around the corner, kind of squeezes by you guys, and means to walk down this alleyway, and with whoever is going to follow him, he will continue on speaking. Oops.
Well, I think you're going down the wrong alleyway. We were going down this other one towards the armored statue.
Oh,
Oh, die a little bit. Just a little bit of death. Oh, that's everything. Okay.
Alrighty.
Oh, partially
So,
buried statue.
As he starts to go down this direction, he does say, "Oh well," and let me go ahead and. So he kind of comes. He wants to walk down this way, and as he does, he states, "Yes, Silda, that's Matthew's sister. She would take trips out of the city in this direction, and it's a little strange. We've had people missing as of late, and I fear that she may go missing as well. And poor Matthew, he hears all around this city. I think he is afraid of the same. That being said, I'll tell you a quick story of the kids. Their parents had tragically passed away a couple years ago, and when they did, they took them in, and it's been hard for us, but we've made it work over the years. And yes, it's hard to keep control of these children at times, but I do my best. And with that, he's kind
Won't
of
be a bit much.
he keeps on trudging along. And is there anything that you could kind of ask him anything you want, and as you do, you do notice that like everything around you seems to be very much alive. You do see other townspeople. You see some market stalls and things like that. Just like a regular hustle and bustle of a normal city, and you may like nod or make eye contact with certain individuals, and when you do, they return your looks or maybe a wave of sorts. And other than their kind of strange clothes and strange accents that they have, they seem to be just very normal people. Um, so how do
Hey,
you guys
Noel.
want to?
Can I ask the man about his clothes?
You want to ask him what's up with his clothes?
Yes.
Okay. So he kind of looks down and he's, well, this is typical garb. The fashions change pretty quickly. But our city is a little bit a ways away from the empire, and they don't come out as much as they used to. So perhaps we're a little bit out of trend, but I mean it can't be that bad.
Can I roll a history check
I
on
think
this
they
guy?
look fine.
Oh yeah, please. You can roll a history check. What'd you get there?
16.
16. So without just being given the information, it's hard to tell exactly, but you get the sense that he might think it's just not exactly the same time as you're in, uh, but you're not exactly sure how or what that means unless you want to talk to him about it a little more. But you can tell too that he had mentioned the Netherese, and as you see some of the buildings and the statues, and even the clothes worn, as Amia had questioned, you do notice that it seems to be somewhat attributed to ancient Netherese culture. Um, and yeah, you guys can do with that what you will.
What year do you think it is?
Oh, well, that's easy. It is the year 3359 NY. That's Netherese
I
year, of
was about to
course.
say 1649.
Oh,
What is the actual year?
you would know that the actual year is not even this. Their calculation is by Netherese year, and the actual calculation is called Dell reckoning, and it's like 1459 Dell reckoning. So,
Can I tell them that it is that year and not the year that he
so once you
thinks it is?
say that, he kind of stops and he turns and he looks at you directly, and you see something different in his eyes, and you see a very strong facial tick. His like, he just kind of like loses control of himself for a moment, and then as he kind of recollects, he looks at you, Jace, and he says, "Well," you can almost see some anger in his eyes and in his face. Perhaps uh, you're just speaking nonsense. This city
Don't-
is called Uiskow, and then he kind of smiles almost creepily. Isn't it a lovely place?
Mmm. He's a
So
little
something seems a little
suspicious.
off.
And then he
Hey,
kind of straightens himself back up. Now,
you said there were people missing. What?
Good.
How many people have gone missing, and since like, and what time period?
now, finally, a question that will have some merit. And you see, he kind of has to release something there before he comes back and says, "Well, other people in the city have disappeared. Perhaps 6 or 7 over the last few months. We don't know where they've gone. And I'm very afraid Silda might suffer the same fate if we don't find her."
Isn't it insight that lets you see if somebody's lying?
You can give me an insight check. I mean,
That did not answer the question, but I will do an
oh
insight check.
yes, that is. You can tell if people are lying by insight. Yeah.
Can I also do one?
I'd also like to do one for like the year thing. I wanted to know if he is like lying about thinking it's that year.
Sure.
Okay.
See how good they are. You want to read the numbers out to me?
5, 7, 17.
Yeah, I got a 17.
Okay, so
Who got a 1?
so the guys that
Doesn't
roll
matter.
low, you pretty much just get you see that while he had that kind of strange loss of control for a moment, that might you kind of thought that was a bit odd, but other than that, he seems to be completely 100% truthful. Jace, however,
Mm.
thinking about the year that you had mentioned to him, and how he had kind of like responded so aggressively to that. I mean, you get the sense that he really believes what he's saying or wants to
Wow.
believe what he's saying, but perhaps might know somewhere deep down that it's not exactly true. He's almost like he's lost in a dream, in a sense, that he wants to believe is real life.
Mm-hmm.
But
I
as
don't know about this.
you guys are kind of starting to get closer
I would
to the
like
other
to ready a
side.
hand axe, just in case.
And
Oh my
do
god.
you guys have any other more questions for him as you're kind of getting closer to the other side of the city?
Could I use detect magic on him?
That's good.
Let me
Or can of check. Yeah.
you could do an Arcana check. I think we'll just.
Oh, I'd also like to.
Could I just use my spell?
You can, and I would say
Natural one.
Oh, I got a 20. I got a 20 for an Arcana check.
Okay, I'll do it like this. So with Jace, you kind of maybe get the sense that there might be something going on here, and
For a 20, I got a sense that there might be.
right, because
It's not natural 20.
Not,
would-
yeah, it's a
it
dirty
would
20.
take
but-
a little bit more, and that's where Amia can kind of step forth and see your line of reasoning, and she'll cast her spell, and
Hey, Jocelyn, you need to move your piece up if you're on my shoulders.
Yeah.
all right. So Amia, go ahead and actually, here's how we'll do this. So Amia, you're kind of getting the sense now that something's just not right here, and you want to know exactly what. And so, do you tell your friends what you're doing?
Not yet.
So as you're kind of trudging along, and the questions start to dwindle a bit, you kind of silently cast your spell. And as you do, all of a sudden everything around you completely changes. And now keep this in mind to your fellow adventurers that you're going to hear what I'm saying, obviously, but in the game you wouldn't know what she's seeing. So just keep that in mind and tell and how she wants to share it. But once you do, Amia, all of a sudden the buildings around you are no longer pristine and beautiful like they were before, and instead they're just destroyed and disgusting, and everything around you is a ruin. The city is not what it appears to be, and that being said, neither are the inhabitants. And when you cast your spell, you kind of look around to your left and right and see the walls and the cobblestones underneath your feet are changed and eroded, and then you look up right into the eyes of one of the townspeople, and they are no longer what they seem to be. Instead, their flesh is rotting off of their body. Their body seems almost ethereal in essence, and you realize that you are completely surrounded by ghosts. And once you do this, the old man turns slowly towards you. And for everybody else, this happens in a flash, but for Amia, it feels like an eternity as he slowly turns and locks eyes with you, and you see his features just drip and start to melt away into a terrifying form, a shadow of his former self. And he looks directly at you, and his mouth opens to be incredibly wide, way bigger than any humanoid mouth could open, unless you're some kind of lizard folk. And he just lets out an unearthly scream at you. And as he does,
Wait, does everyone else hear that?
No.
I have divine sense.
In that flash, everybody sees that. You see a ghost all of a sudden, and he's just screaming, and then the illusion is dropped for everybody. All the ghosts around you swirl up, and as you look up, they just scatter off into different parts of the city, against the walls and such. But Doran remains, and he looks, and he just screams, "Why couldn't you leave well enough alone?" And as he does, I'm going to need everybody to make a wisdom saving throw.
I'm back. I got an 8. Oh.
20.
12.
I got an 8.
Actually, that's something I
Yeah.
haven't learned to do in this dice set yet, is the wisdom saving throws.
So you should just be able to click on it on your sheet, just like you do your ability checks.
I didn't do that. Oh.
Or you
I just kind of rolled it
You
regularly.
could roll a d20 and add your
Yeah, that's exactly
Add
what
your
I
Oh.
did.
wisdom modifier to it. However you want to do
Looks like
Yeah, that's what
everybody
I
is
did.
failing.
Okay,
So-
yeah,
so
I
who
can roll
got
a d20.
11 or lower.
So
I got an
Talron
8.
is okay.
So, or maybe a better question is who got 12 or higher?
I got one.
I did.
So everyone else, 4 people
So
failed.
Prim, Atlas, and Brahm, you have failed. So,
Oh, I lost 2. I also lost.
oh, okay, interesting. So you guys are going to be frightened for a minute. And frightened basically means that you have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls.
Wait,
While the
wait.
source of the fear is
Wait,
still
hold
within sight, the source of the fear being the ghost. Also, you can't willingly move closer to the source of your fear. And that's going to last for pretty much this whole fight because it's a minute long. So automatically that'll be everybody except for Thalron and Amia. So that's going to hurt a little
Oh
bit.
nope, I have an advantage as throws on being frightened. I have brave. As a halfling, I'm brave. I get to re-roll. Yes.
Okay.
For halflings,
Can I not
yes.
use
Okay, thank
my
God.
inspiration?
I never got my roll off.
Oh, okay. Go ahead, Atlas.
Whew, okay, I have another
Yeah,
chance. I have another chance. Oh,
Hang on a second. I gotta-
halfling OP. Alright, come on, come on.
Alright.
He got a 9.
16.
I need a d20 roll.
So a 17. I got a 17. Thank you, halfling. Thank you.
Natural 13. Hang on a second.
All right, so I passed because
Okay,
of
so
my
in the end
brave.
we had-
Natural 13.
So you're good, Atlas. So in the end we had Krim and Brahm who failed, right?
I wish to use my inspiration.
Okay, you're good to go.
It didn't help me at all.
Okay, so what was your number, Krim and Brahm?
I got a 9.
And then how about you, Brahm?
What?
What did you roll in the end?
I rolled a 3.
Okay, so here's the funny thing that'll happen now is if you fail by 5 or more, you have a secondary effect happen to you. So Krim, you're actually going to be good. However, Brahm, you're going to have...
Would I be
Could
able to
use
use my
his
inspiration?
inspiration.
Wait, would I be able to use my inspiration and try rolling out of being frightened?
Okay, so the way that inspiration works is that you have to roll it before the result is talked about.
Oh.
And I think I might have just fudged that with you, Krim, but that actually is the rule, and that's how we should do it. Is like if
Okay.
you roll and you don't like your roll, you have to say right then, I'm going to use my inspiration before you tell me what's going on.
I was planning on using it, but I didn't use it in time, so that's fine.
And this isn't something that's going to actually hurt you. It's just more of a flavor thing to add to your character sheet because this ability is called Horrifying Visage, and it happens whenever this ghost reveals himself. So you know, Krim and Brahm, you'll be frightened for sure. But in addition, Brahm, you are going to age by 1d4 times 10 years. And I'm
So wait. Can I roll that myself?
Sure. Go ahead, roll a d4.
Oh, I'm so glad I have brave as a halfling. Oh my
roll a what?
God, I'm so happy.
Roll a what?
Roll a d4 for me, Brahm.
And then times 10.
2.
So you just aged by 20 years. So if you were, how old were you before? 20 something?
I was 24.
So now
you're
44.
Oh no.
So here's how it goes is
I'm so glad I succeeded on
if
that.
you want to, you can remove that from your character at the end of this adventure if you so choose. Or, and I would recommend it, is just leave it on there because now that's like a flavor of your character. It's not like you're ancient or anything. But
seeing as the lions have normal human lifespans, that's kind of bad.
Totally up to you. The way it states it is that you can reverse it with a greater restoration spell, and the way that Adventure League works
That's amazing.
is you can automatically take that stuff after the adventure goes. So
wait. Now, question: would I be able to remove it a couple sessions down the line?
Yeah, technically you could do it at any time you wanted.
Okay, then yeah, I'll leave it for a couple sessions.
Okay, totally up to you. You can update your sheet and all that for that if you so choose. So, anyways, really quick, let me bust up this guy for you.
Oh, fun.
Oh God.
And then go ahead and take this guy away.
Good.
And then let's go ahead and have an initiative roll, everybody. So here's how you should do it, guys. If you don't remember from last time, click on your token and then hit the initiative on your sheet, and it should auto-populate it right into the turn order there. If it doesn't, I'll add you and we'll do it manually. But the more we can streamline things, kind of the better. Sorry, I rolled a 15 for our ghostly friend.
Also, no heads up, by the way.
Yep.
I completely forgot what I was about to say.
Natural
Sorry about that.
20.
You
Plus
got
1
a,
on the initiative, 21.
Okay, so yeah, I'll add you on there.
I got the natural one, but before that I rolled an 8. Can you check it for me?
Oh yeah, that's what I was about to say. After I'm gonna need the code and name of stuff again because when I was trying to put it in, it wouldn't work. But yeah, we can do that.
Wait, what did I roll as my initiative? I can't see it. The turn order thing is like in front of it. Oh, never mind.
You rolled a 3.
Wow. Oh, that is bad.
So, Krim,
Oh.
you said you had an 8, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll change that for you.
Wow,
And
a
then,
3.
So we should have Well, we should have 7 total, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Jace is missing.
Nope, I rolled. I got a 3. So.
But you're not on the turn order thing.
Oh yeah, here I'll just do it again.
Yeah, me on there. I'm missing.
I got you on there, Atlas. You're at the bottom.
Oh, okay. There it is. Scroll down a little bit. I'll be able to find it.
Mine won't like actually get put on there.
I got you on there. What was that first roll you had, Jace?
The first roll was a 3.
Nice. Okay, so
Yeah.
Jace, Atlas, Krim, Amia, Brock,
Crazy
Valron,
roll.
and we have a ghost who got a whopping 16.
Oof.
And then let me go ahead and pick the order here for us. All right, so we're gonna start with our new recruit.
Oh, did the
Atlas.
ghost move like further away?
He like shifted over 1 square. I mean, not really. He was right here.
Okay.
You guys are kind of on the outskirts of town, and that's that. Okay, so yeah, we'll start with you, Atlas. You can take your turn.
All right.
Wait, every turn is 6 seconds, right?
That's right. It's actually every round is 6 seconds, and everybody's kind of
okay.
acting at the same time. It's just some things are going to happen first, of course. Now, just for the newer players, here's things you can do in your turn. You can move, you can take an action, you can communicate briefly, and you can also interact with things around you within reason. So we can always, get more into that. But Atlas, however you would like to move, you're free to do that.
I'm just gonna go ahead and pull a power move and take out my battle axe.
And
And
are you gonna move up?
Gotta get this guy.
Hey, there you go.
Okay.
Like swanging.
That's the D8.
All right, come on. Let's see that level 1 go to work. Let's see it.
Oh, 4. Okay.
So 4.
I don't know about that. That's
all right. So Atlas, you charge forward, your axe held high, and you just swing with all your might. So eager to impress your new friends. And as you do, the blade of your axe just seems to disappear into the flesh of the ghost, and he opens his mouth in your face, and the smell of rotting flesh just envelops you as he just laughs such a wicked laugh. You'll have to do better than that. And
you didn't.
We'll actually go to our ghostly friend, and he is going to.
I don't know about friend.
I don't think you added your strength score to your damage roll.
Yeah.
So. So Atlas, go ahead and make me a wisdom save.
A wisdom save.
Oh God, another.
Wait,
you ready to age a couple years?
So make me a charisma save. I'm sorry.
Charisma?
Oh.
Yep.
All right. Let's see. Natural 1.
Oh wow.
That is not good.
Okay. You're lucky there's no critical failures in this.
Oh my God.
As you kind of whiff and your blade goes through this ghost, his essence seems to dissipate, and all at once it's just pressing down upon your body physically, but also mentally. You feel his spirit. It seems like it must be sucking in through your ears or something, but all of a sudden you feel his thoughts and his feelings rubbing up against yours, and your body goes rigid. You almost
are you gonna become him?
As all of a sudden you've taken a back seat in your own body, as the ghost has
Oh.
now possessed you, and he
Oh.
is you. You are still
Atlas, we'll
fully
try not
conscious.
killing you.
You can still hear, see everything that's happening and what your body's doing, but you have no control over that.
Oh God.
So
What have you done?
So
New guys, right?
you can't really target the ghost inside his body normally, so you'll kind of have to think about that.
Oh, so we can
And
just
I'll just
target
say
him.
that
Got
it
it.
seems like this will last until either he drops or the ghost decides to come out of him or something like that. So
Hey,
that's just me
Atlas.
giving you a little bit of information so you're
Oh.
not completely lost. And with that, that'll be the end of his turn.
Well, Atlas, you're gonna get
So
pounded
he will
by our
now
weapons a little
he'll have
bit.
his own turn order, but he now also will operate Atlas's body on his turns, and he will be able to do anything Atlas could do. That being said, we'll go to Amia. What are you gonna
Is
do?
it possible to put his body to sleep so he can't move the ghost? So the ghost can't move his body?
You can certainly try that.
I don't think it will help, but
Can
okay.
Yeah, I don't know about
The ghost
that.
keep getting out of his body.
What are you gonna do? I'm sorry.
Can I intimidate the ghost to get out of his body?
You could try, but there's a voice in your head telling you that it probably is not gonna work. Yeah.
Roll Arcana to see if anybody knows how to deal with that.
I'll just
I
put him
know.
to
I
sleep
know
then.
how to. It's called a great axe.
I'll just put him to sleep.
Okay.
Do I need to roll?
So for sleep, let me pull up exactly how it works, because I know you have to roll or there's like an HP thing that it does. So let me see really quick. Pulling it up, it looks like for sleep, roll 5d8, and then that's going to be how many hit points of creatures it can affect. It's going to be creatures within 20 feet of a point you choose. So you could put it behind him, so where it only affects him, and it I think so. Let me see. So yeah, you could set it like 20 feet away from him to where it only hits him and won't hit any of your friends. So yeah, if you'll roll that 5d8, and then it looks like it's gonna have to. Didn't you say you had like 11 HP?
Yeah.
So basically, you just have to get 11, and then he'll be asleep.
Good luck.
3, 6, 6, 6.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's asleep.
Okay, so
Yes.
as you cast your spell, keep in mind that should be two spell slots gone for you now, and yeah, his body kind of just like you see this different look in his eyes. You haven't known Atlas long, but you see this different look in his eyes as he is possessed, and his body is just taut with anger, and it's in a way that someone wouldn't normally hold their body, with such tension that no care for self harm,
Wait,
but then his
wait.
body slowly relaxes and drops to the ground asleep.
Okay.
So let me see really quick. And then we'll go ahead and move to. You can move if you want, Amia, and then we'll go to.
I move in this alleyway.
So we got some new markers.
All right, Birdman. Let's
There
see
we
it.
go. All right, so now we're on to Thalron. What you gonna do?
Can I still talk with the ghost individually?
Do you have any way to speak telepathically?
Oh, I can do that.
I mean,
I can do that.
you could talk. I mean, it could probably hear you, but I'm not sure how well it could respond right now.
Just he's asleep, to be fair.
Because yeah, it's the body. He's asleep.
So I can't really cast any attack spells without hurting Atlas.
That's kind of a good assessment. I mean, yeah, whatever damage you're doing right now would be to Atlas, but that is one surefire way of
Killing
the
the
ghost
ghost.
out if you decide to do it that way.
If I use Vicious Mockery on the ghost, would it still affect Atlas?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, technically you can't really target the ghost. You'd be targeting Atlas. So,
Mm-hmm.
yep. So Thalron, what you think?
Hey, Atlas.
Hmm?
How mad would you be if he died?
Well, he doesn't have to die
Or went down,
necessarily.
went down.
Yeah, he'll get
How mad would
revived.
you
I don't think I have
Yeah.
to die.
How mad would
Skippy.
you
Yeah, but I could
how
just
mad
revive
would
you,
you be
so
if you went down?
okay, I have an idea.
What you got, Tom?
I will I will I will target Atlas with just Sacred Flame and see what we will do with that.
Okay, so I think so. If I'm correct, you're gonna have disadvantage. Oh wait, no, because he just has to do a save, right?
Yeah, but he's asleep.
Because a ranged spell attack for someone who's prone normally has disadvantage. Um,
Okay,
a,
okay,
a
okay.
melee attack would have advantage, but ranged has disadvantage. Technically, it's a ranged spell, but then again, he's going to be rolling for his deck save, right? So I think
Okay.
the way we would do that is Atlas, you could roll two d20s and take the higher because you're going to have advantage since technically your body's on the ground. Yeah, it's one of those weird things. Let me see though, because
Natural 20 and then a 4.
Well, I guess you're not doing anything to him.
I would argue that if you're or if you're asleep, you're unconscious, right? So if you're
Yeah,
unconscious,
definitely.
it says you automatically fail strength and dex saving throws. So he won't. He doesn't have to do it.
Okay.
Your attack will just automatically hit.
Okay, that's 6 damage.
Okay, so you'll take 6 damage, Atlas. So
Okay.
one way, what's your? You have your HP on your token. It's like the little red bubble there. It says 11. So
Yes.
you can just click that, click the new number in, and hit enter, and it's pretty quick. I
Absolutely.
think
You
the only
said
ones that
6
can see
damage?
that are you and I. Okay, so you lost a little bit of HP there, but you're okay. And do you want to move at all, Thalron?
Yeah, I think I will move up to here and ensure that everybody will be safe.
Okay, so now it's gonna be Krim. What you gonna do, Krim?
I have no idea.
Flail him. No.
I'm not really digging the idea to knock our buddy out, but I also can't really do anything against the ghost. So, question: is the ghost still inside of Atlas?
Yes.
So if I'll try to do like a strength throw against Atlas's body, I'm at disadvantage still, right?
Um,
Because fright.
excuse me. That actually is a pretty good question. So
Wait, it
you're
says
frightened.
that.
Your frightened doesn't apply right now because the ghost isn't within your line of sight.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm going to grab him, like immobilize him. That's
Okay.
what I'm trying to. So strength, right?
So
Or
he's
athletics.
automatically gonna fail because he's
All right.
unconscious. So yeah, you grapple him, and that's how you're gonna end your turn.
I'm assuming I can't tie him up as a bonus action.
You could take your action to tie him up and stuff. Yeah, I'll allow that.
So I'm tying him up, but only by his hands and ankles.
Okay.
So I can
I mean,
quickly untie
technically, right
him if
now,
the
I
need
mean,
arises.
we could take these turn orders slightly different because you're not technically under any danger right now. So it might take you a couple turns to do it, but yeah, you're able to time up. And now that's all you're gonna do. So we'll go to. Oops, I think I skipped you, Brom. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I
you
moved
did.
past you. Brom.
So since he's not in my line of sight, where's the ghost in Atlas?
I mean, it's just is Atlas.
Yeah, I don't know what I don't know what his thing looks like yet.
Oh, it's right here.
Would I be able to move there?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
I would
'Cause
like to.
technically, you're not frightened right now.
I would like to move there. I would like to rage
Well,
and
got
go
some on
into.
his head.
I would like to rage and go into a frenzy, then attack him with a battle axe.
Okay. So
Do I have to make a
I-
like a saving throw to stay on his back, or is it okay?
I'm using my reaction to block it and stop
Oh.
him.
Why? We're downing him and then picking him up.
I'm telling you guys, I don't think this will work.
It will
what are you
work.
gonna do, Brom? You gonna do it?
Yeah.
Okay, so now go for
Oh my god.
Let's just give it a straight. I'm not going to give you advantage because of all the factors into play. Just go ahead for a straight roll, and we'll see what happens.
Can I stop him? I'm on his on top of him.
Nah, let's see what he does.
That would be an
Mm.
8, and if I had advantage, that would be +5 to that 8.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure
Oh, wait,
neither one
yeah.
of those is going to get hit our buddy Atlas because he is heavily armored. So as you
Woo!
do, you kind of trudge forward, and you do feel like Jace kind
Wait,
of like tugging on your
Hey,
shoulder, like don't do it.
no.
Yeah.
Because I'm in a rage mixed in with my modifier, that would actually,
No.
what is it again?
+2.
Yep.
+2 plus my modifier, so that 8 would be a. Hold on a second, I'm bad at math.
I can almost guarantee that's still not going to hit. He has
That'll be a
super good
plus
armor.
Yeah, he's got a lot of armor on. So
He's like
yeah,
18.
he
Okay.
actually wouldn't have a shield, so he'd be at a 16, I believe, right now, right?
Oh,
Without shield.
Yeah, you're not hitting that.
So you'd have to hit a 16 right now. And so yeah, as you do, you kind of feel Jace like kind of tugging on you to not do it, and also Krim, he kind of like last second kind of tries to pull Atlas's body away from you, and with that you just feel your the end of your weapon just ding, up against his armor, and it doesn't really able to pierce it. And so now we're gonna go to Atlas.
What? Do I not exist? Hold up.
I'm so sorry. My bad. I messed up the turn order now. Go ahead, Jace.
Alright, I'm gonna use my telepathy to talk to the ghost.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask him why he's doing this. I'm kind of curious. I just want to talk to him. See what he's doing. I want to see where his head's at. Wait, is he asleep? Is the ghost asleep? Hold up. Ghost might be asleep. Is the ghost asleep?
The ghost himself is not able to be put to sleep, but the man he is inhabiting is asleep.
Okay, so I'm gonna talk to the ghost specifically with my telepathy and ask, like, what do you demand? Like, what are you trying to get out of this?
So, I'm not really seeing a role for because I believe like when you're asleep, it really just takes somebody smacking you to wake you up. Okay, so yeah, now he'd still be asleep even after that attack because I could flavor it like it bounced off his armor, but when it really comes down to it, it was a miss. Anyways, I'm sorry, but yeah, as you do kind of pierce into his mind and try to speak with the ghost, it's just a hostile place, and it's very confusing. I mean, whatever experience with telepathy you've had, it's probably been kind of limited and definitely not to this level. Like you feel a mind torn asunder right now. Like one aspect you feel Atlas like pleading, for freedom, and then in the other aspect you just feel a white hot rage from this ghost. And there's not really going to be much reasoning there. It really is just pissed that you guys ruined the illusion. The ghosts want to live like this for all of eternity undisturbed. And that's pretty much it. So with that, you can still take an action and stuff like that.
I'm gonna I can still use my action. Oh, okay.
Yeah, because speaking is like a quick thing you can do as long as it's not a whole full blown conversation.
I'm trying to think of something that I could do to like. Give me a second. I just gotta look at all my items.
Okay, and I'll be thinking.
Wait, wouldn't we be able to convince the ghost that if it leaves us alone, it can reset up the illusion?
No. I mean,
I'm gonna like use my rope to like double tie it up. I just want him to make sure like there's no way he can get out. I want to just like do it like a double tie with my rope.
The thing is, Ghost can leave his body at any point,
and
if he does, we would rather untie him quickly.
Okay, well I'm just gonna ready and I'm gonna do a bonus action and hide, and then ready an attack.
Okay, so you're gonna hop off his shoulder and maybe hide behind.
I'm gonna use cunning action and then ready an attack.
So you kind of duck around the corner and hide, and you ready an attack for the ghost if he comes out of the body, or how do you want to do that?
Okay. Actually, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna hide, and then like get ready to attack him, and then you steady aim, and I get advantage on my next attack roll. So I'm just gonna get ready, like be hidden, and just like ready to shoot the ghost the second it comes out.
Okay, sounds good. All right, and that being said, we'll go to Atlas, who is asleep, so he's not able to do anything.
I'm going to move my character
or the ghost is not able to do anything with his body. But now we are to the ghost's turn, and it's tied up, and yeah, it realizes that this isn't going to go so well for it. So it is going to come out of his body
Okay.
and return.
So do I get an attack since I was ready?
Sure. You can take your attack now. Yep.
What happened?
So I have advantage because of city aim, and I get stealth attack. So
Okay.
I rolled a nat
You roll
20.
Wait, where's the ghost?
Yep, that's gonna
So I'm gonna get 6, and then I'm gonna roll my my stuff here really quick. This is probably gonna kill it, so I just want to make sure this is all good. I'm gonna do my 2 sneak attacks. We're gonna can't
6.
can't read those here. 1 sec. Okay, 6. So 6, and then it's automatically 12, 14. So automatically 14. He's gonna take 14 damage, and then my critical. How much? What does the critical do again?
So you'll just roll all the damage dice you just rolled. You'll roll it again, basically. You just
Okay, so
do twice the amount. Some people just times the damage by 2, but I think it's more fun to roll again.
all right. So he's taking 14. Then he's gonna take another. I can't read that under die. I got like
That's a 4.
okay. So 7, 13, 14, 15. So he's gonna take 32 damage.
Okay. So you kind of expect the arrow to just kind of. Is it an arrow or a bolt?
It's an arrow.
Okay. So you kind of expect the arrow to just disappear into his form and pop out the other side, but it doesn't. It kind of enters into his torso, and it just doesn't come out the other side. You know what happens to the arrow, but you see him kind of recoil inside of himself, and then his flesh, or his spiritual flesh, as it were, it kind of just seems to droop even more, and he kind of like bellows out in rage, as he is pretty hurt by that.
He did not die to that. That
Although
is
you
insane.
do get the sense that if it was on a more tangible creature, it would have been a one-hit kill, maybe even. But with this thing, it seemed to not be quite as affected as it could be. So yeah, there's that.
Okay.
All right, let me put in the health real quick.
Do I still have that rock sized of a bowling ball?
No,
Dang
things
it.
like that don't. I mean, you could actually. They actually do. I forgot. Mundane items you can't keep now in adventures. They used to not be like that. But yeah, if you want
Yeah,
to.
I'm just gonna keep that in my bag forever.
All right, sounds good.
Damn, I'm
Okay.
surprised 32 damage did not. Oof,
So
that is a lot.
He's hurt, but he's still alive. And he'll kind of step over, and he's really only has one target there to go for. Well, let's see. He's got 2, I guess. Let me just roll to see which one he would like to hit. Let's see.
All right. Well, it probably should be me since I just hit him for so much.
Well, you're kind of around the corner.
Oh yeah, I'm hidden. I am hidden. Now that I think about it, he probably doesn't see me.
So
I just realized I'm right next to the person.
So
Yeah,
you had
are.
tied him up, and then so yeah, Brahm did try to knock him out though. So all right, he's gonna end up going for Brahm on this one, and it's gonna be an attack.
Wait,
Brahm's
did we
like,
get
"Why'd
a
you know it's
short
me?"
rest? Wait, did we get a short rest?
Huh? Did you get a short
Did
rest?
we get a short? Yeah, did we get a short rest before this?
Well, we
the
rested
second?
for several days. It was a long
Yeah,
rest.
you would have been
okay,
you would have been back
okay.
at
A long
the
rest.
Good to know.
facilities.
That's wonderful to know.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure I'm gonna miss here because I rolled a 9.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a miss. I have 12.
Okay. So yeah, you feel his kind of ghostly hand almost pass through you in a way, but it doesn't really seem to do too much. And then we'll go to Amia.
I'm gonna.
Now he's out for the attacks. So.
Could I use my Pearl of Power to gain another spell slot?
Okay, so that will take your action, but you're definitely able to do that. And then you can move if you like.
Could I charm the ghost with my spell?
Is that a bonus action?
Could I do that in a bonus action?
I think that would probably be an action for the spell.
Yeah.
I'm just Gonna hide behind Krim.
Okay.
They also asked for another pearl of power.
Anybody want to pass one to her?
Yeah, I will.
Can I throw one to her?
All of a sudden, you're like hit with all these pearls coming from different directions. Alrighty. So yeah, you could take a couple more there from your friends, but yeah, it's just gonna take an action each turn to use it, and then yeah, it'll be Thalron.
Hey, Noel, do you ever use the jukebox?
Oh, that's where that music was coming from earlier, but I think it was echoing through one of our speakers.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was echoing
It's-
through Amia's.
I wasn't tripping about it. We can work on that.
That's okay.
Okay.
All right. Yep, Thalron, you're up.
Is the ghost out of Atlas's body already?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I hit it for so much. It's low. You probably
Mhm.
kill it.
I think maybe healing is prioritized here. I don't know. Mhm.
I don't think anyone's except for Atlas. He's the only one that's really taken
Yeah.
a full hit.
Yeah,
I'll tell you this, just from a DM standpoint, is whenever someone is down like that, they're not quite a priority for the monsters. So while you may think about waking him up so he can play the game with us, but other than that, I mean, at this point in time, he's not in danger right now. I could just tell you,
Mhm.
only a cruel kind of POS DM would turn around and kill someone while they're down, even though I've done it and I feel pretty bad afterwards.
Okay. Then maybe I will cast Sacred Flame again on the ghost.
Okay. And
Cool.
so
Little flamey ghost.
That's my trademark move.
if anybody wants to wake up Atlas, it'll just take your action to kind of shake him awake. And so it's just if anybody wants to do that, it's up to you, of course. But with Sacred Flame, he's going to take a Dex save, if I'm correct, right?
Yeah.
I would if Atlas wasn't so close to the ghost.
Hey, it's understandable. I'm not going to tell you all how to play.
I might wake up and try to attack him again.
Throwing out some ideas.
Might wake up, try to attack him, and get down.
So he has an 11. I rolled an 11, so I believe that would be a fail.
Yeah, that's a fail. That's 7 radiant damage.
How much?
7 radiant damage.
Radiant?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. Where before, even from a massive arrow strike, you could kind of get the sense that he wasn't as phased by it as he could have been. Where even though you don't do as much damage with this attack, you see him recoil in a way that suggests that he took every ounce of that hit for what it was worth. So you can move if you like, Thalron, and then we'll go to Krim.
Instead, I would like to use
Okay, sorry.
a bonus action, actually.
Uh-huh.
And that would be Healing Bird.
Okay.
I will actually heal up Atlas after I knocked him down that much.
All right, that's fair. You had good
Yeah,
intentions. We know that.
That's 9 healing.
Yes, good intentions.
Okay.
It doesn't turn into temporary
Good
overheat,
intentions.
right?
As we level up to, I don't know how everybody's character is going to work always, of course, but if you start to unlock spell slots at higher levels, you want to cast your spells at those levels, make sure you do that because like a level 1 Cure Wounds isn't going to be as strong as a level 2, for example. So just throwing that out there. Just keep that in mind when you begin to increase in prowess and abilities.
In paralysis and fame.
Oh yeah, Amia, did you use your downtime to like level up or anything?
No.
Yeah, damn, you should have done that.
And the cool thing is you can do that at any time. Like after this, she's going to have 20 downtime, and she can use that for whatever she wants,
Like, what are my options for downtime? Like, what else can you do besides leveling up with
Could we
it?
start a religion?
You could certainly start a religion, but no, I'll go over more of that stuff at the end of the game if you want,
okay.
Jace. And
yeah, I'd love to.
Yeah, we can talk a little bit more about that. One thing I would just really quick, if you're ever in character creation and it needs you to take a kit or something, take the herbalism kit because then now you got the ability to make your own potions. But anyways, so Krim, how would you like to try to dispatch this ghost?
The ghost is still not gone.
Nope. He's looking what I call bloodied, but he's still very much alive.
I am frightened now, right?
You are frightened, so you have disadvantage if you want to attack him,
And
you can't willingly
and I
move
cannot
closer,
move closer.
which you're already right there in front of him. So
I guess I can't move here, right?
no.
Because there's a building.
Mm-mm.
I guess I'm just smacking him then
Okay, we'll see it with the disadvantage.
with a disadvantage. Right. So first, short sword. It rolled an 18 on the worst one,
Okay, that'll hit.
and the damage will be 6 piercing.
Okay.
It's still standing, right?
Yep.
So, bonus action to attack with my flail.
Oh, hell yeah. Ooh.
20 on the worst one.
Ooh.
Dang. Okay, yes, that's definitely
And
a hit.
wait, hold up. That would be an. That was +5, so no. Okay, no criticals.
Damn.
And the
So-
damage will be
okay.
4 bludgeon. 4 bludgeon.
Okay. All right, so kind of the same with the arrow earlier. I mean, you stride forward, and even though you feel like a tremor running through your body that is just so unnatural, you're hardly ever afraid, you know. And in this moment, you're telling yourself like, I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid, but it's still just kind of gripping you. But even with that in mind, you kind of quell your fear and just slash and bludgeon with all your might, and you do some pretty good damage there. But you notice that it's like if this was an orc or something, he'd be bleeding, but with this ghost, it seems like it's just not as effective as it could be. You're saying you can move away, I guess, if you want it, but otherwise we'll go to Brahm.
Oh, by the way, am I still hidden? I'm just kind of curious.
So you
I'm
have to
actually
do
gonna-
that every time.
Oh, okay. It's a
I'm
bonus
actually
action, so that's fine.
Am I close enough to hit it with my battle axe?
Yeah.
Hold up, because I want to move. Can I move here? Or would that be getting closer, technically?
I'll allow it. I don't think that's fine.
I
Okay,
mean,
so
we might
Brom,
be able to go around the alley.
now just position yourself so that he's in between us. Then we will lose the disadvantage and normal rolls.
Okay,
Because
so we got normal
murder
rolls right now.
sandwich.
Well, here, let me see. That's going to be with a +3 and does a 19 hit because I'm
Oh,
raged.
wow.
DM.
So with flanking, it won't. We won't play flanking rules.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's
Just
just
a
it's one of those optional
19.
things, and that's where Adventurers League is kind of more strict. It's like, hey, we're gonna play it with pretty straight and narrow.
He still gets the 19 though.
I'm sorry. Oh, he rolled a
He
19.
still, yeah.
No, I rolled a 17, but since I'm raged, I would also get that +2, so 19.
Okay, and this was with disadvantage.
Yeah, that was the worst one.
Okay, so yeah, that's definitely a hit.
Okay. Which is a great axe +2. Do I toss on my strength modifier onto my great axe damage?
Yep.
Yes.
So that's 12 +5. So it would be 15 damage, and I would like to use my bonus turn to hit with a single-handed weapon since I did a frenzy when I first raged. I would like to use the hand axe. Does a 5 plus another 5. Does a 10 hit for my hand axe?
That one is going to be just shy.
Okay. But that's still 15 damage due to great axe.
Okay. So you get the sense that if this was a more tangible foe, that would have killed him. However, it seems like it, kind of only busted him down by about half the amount as it normally would. Still a very ferocious attack, and you are getting very close. Jace, maybe you can.
All right, so I'm gonna get a nice little I'm gonna do a nice little steady aim, get some advantage as a bonus action, and then I'm gonna and I get my sneak attack, so pretty happy about that.
Okay, so you're hidden.
Yep, and no, well, no, I'm not hidden.
Oh, you're
I'm
not gonna
using no. I already get stealth anyway, so
because you already have.
yeah. So I'm
something
just gonna
to
use steady aim, and I get advantage on my attack rolls. So that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
We'll roll this. Roll that. Well, does a 19 hit? Does the 19 hit? I'm guessing it does.
Yep.
Okay. He's gonna take 2d6 sneak. So 6, 12, 14 damage.
So 14 total.
Yep.
All right. So it turns out that was going to be halved down to 7 because he is resistant to a lot of this damage you guys are throwing at him. However, he only had 7 left, so he is
Hey, let's
dead.
go.
And Jace, I think your kill count.
Can I describe his death?
You certainly
Let's
can
go.
for like the 5th time now.
So, so basically, it's gonna go in his eye, right? And then he's just gonna like scream out in pain, but it's just gonna drop down his gooey body out through the bottom of him, and he's just gonna fall down right on top of the arrow again. That just fell down. Just gonna be like a double hit on him, even though he's already dead.
Okay. And with that, his spiritual essence dissipates. And you guys are out of initiative. Good job. You kind of.
I hit him
Atlas
so hard in
awake
the
if you
beginning.
want.
Oof.
Yeah,
I'm
let's
sorry,
wake
bud.
Atlas up. Let's wake Atlas up.
My kill count is just racking up.
Okay, so
You've stolen almost every kill now.
very quickly, as you guys kind of
Still have not gotten hit
you kind of
the
pick
entire
yourselves
thing.
back up and you know start to dust yourselves off. You notice nearby there's a market stall with what appears to be some vials, and a lot of them are kind of smashed up and broken. But as you know, some of you are kind of reviving Atlas. A couple of you could go in and kind of peek through it. Careful not to cut your fingers. But as you do, you find some health potions.
Hey, let's go.
And you find 1 health potion. And as you look at it, you notice though that the consistency of it is very thick, like syrup.
Oh.
Like who knows how long this thing has been here. But as you kind of sniff it, you get the sense that it would still function like a normal potion. It's just been here for.
Okay, is that the only loot that was in this entire place?
And yeah, that is about the only loot. As you look around, you just see this ruined architecture all over. So it's just not much.
Is it
to find.
flammable?
No, it's a lot of stone here. And as you guys kind of turn back towards the wall that you were initially heading towards, the one where you know the vault is supposed to be, and also where Matthew was kind of hiding out at. So you thought, I guess. So Doran thought he might be. Turns out he was actually there. And as you do start to hit that side of things, you notice the illusion around you kind of flickers back into reality, and then it'll kind of like go away for a moment, and you'll see like just the terrible destruction here, and then it'll come back again. And as you approach Matthew at the edge of this tunnel here at the top of the screen, you notice that the illusion seems to stick for a moment, and you approach Matthew, and he seems nervous, and he doesn't seem to be aware of what just happened, the battle that you guys had just fought. But he kind of nervously looks into the alleyway, and then he kind of sees you guys approach, and where's Papa? Did you find Zelda?
Yeah.
Yeah, we found him all right.
Yeah. We found him great. Yeah, he's just on vacation in hell.
In hell? Oh, Grandpapa. What happened to Grandpapa? You didn't find my sister though, did you?
Can I cast detect magic again with that? Wait, did we see his ghost form? I guess.
You haven't seen his ghost form, but you could assume that he is a ghost. You don't have to.
Can I
use detect magic again then? With the spell slot that I regained with the Pearl of Power.
What are you exactly trying to do? Because you already know what the situation is, but if you're trying to reveal it to him, you could just tell him.
Is it an enemy, or is he gonna...
He is not hostile right now at all.
Now.
I would like to use Divine Sense to see if I can see if there's any sort of evil intention.
You don't sense any evil within the boy at all. He's more just kind of a lost ghost. where the other one
God
was.
damn it,
I'm gonna
work.
tell him. Do you know you're a ghost? I'm gonna
I
say
was
that to
trying to
him.
make stick art.
Okay, so as you ask him, do you know that you're a ghost? He kind of like turns towards you, and instantly the illusion drops, but he
Yep.
doesn't get angry or anything, and you see his sad form. I mean, he looks a lot the same as he
Oh,
did, but you could see, his body is torn and broken in places, but uh, and now you just see he starts to cry.
I'm gonna just hug him. Just
As you go
nice
to
hug.
as Jace goes to hug him, you notice that his body just kind of disappears around you,
Oh,
and all you
damn.
hear in the back of your head is his crying. Why? And since you guys just did that, you have earned the story award, which is called "You Made Matthew Cry."
I would like to offer up a coin where he sat there and phased out of existence. Jace, don't steal it.
Okay, we might appreciate that, but all the same, the way that Adventure League works is sometimes you can earn what's called story awards, and it's basically not. Sometimes they'll come into play in later stories, basically. Sometimes they won't, sometimes they do. Sometimes it's just a flavor for your character to be like, I'm friends with these people because I helped them, and if I ever encounter them again, they will help me.
Oh,
In this case, it's a little different. I'll just read it really quickly.
I still want to leave a coin for his resting place.
Okay, you can do that. And then, but as
One
you
gold
guys
piece.
kind of you see this little tiny tunnel you can squeeze in. It looks very identical to the one that you squeezed in to get into this city, Yuriskau. But anyways, just really quick. So you revealed the horror of his undead life to Matthew, an innocent child lost in the subterranean city of Yuriskau. His weeping haunts you, even in your dreams. Each time you long rest, make a DC 12 Charisma saving throw. On a fail, your attacks, skills, and saving throws suffer a -1 penalty until you take
Oh,
another rest, and then you'll have to succeed on a check then. You can remove the curse after
it's a curse. Oh
after
God.
1d4 -1 days. Or no, I'm sorry. You can use remove curse, the spell, and it will cause the weeping to fade in 1d4 -1 days. Um,
Shouldn't have made him cry.
it looks like this will come into play in the next adventure, which is called the Dreaming Relic. So just keep in mind, make a note on your sheet. I'll make a note right now too that you guys have picked that one up. And
Wait, is it everybody or just him?
it's everybody. Yeah,
Come
yeah. It's funny because I ran this adventure one other time, and they did not make Matthew cry.
Well, guess what? He's crying.
Now, I haven't played the third adventure yet. You guys will be the first one to do that with me. And so we'll see what happens whenever you made Matthew cry. I'm not sure what the end result of that is yet,
God.
but I'm sure it'll be awesome for all of us. So, moving on. How could you make Matthew cry? Okay, so you guys
He
have
deserved it.
the potion. And now you're going to go into the deep. So the illusion of the restored city kind of appears behind you as you squeeze back into the tunnel. And you kind of make your way through, and it's dark and it's tight. And every once in a while, you'll kind of hear some strange scuffling noises as you're kind of pressing through these tunnels. It might sound like some little animals out and about, or it's hard to tell. You don't really feel in danger yet, but you're kind of pressing your way through, ever cautious as always. And as you do, you notice though that the smell of the stone and the earth around you, very natural, is every once in a while tainted with the smell of rot, as if something's decaying. So the area of the underground complex seems to be made up of random tunnels formed by collapsing rock. Walls lean at extreme angles, and there are many sections that require you guys to crawl. Maybe not Jace, but some of the other ones.
I'm just walking through like, why are you guys crouching over there?
So at a few points, you start to wonder if you've lost way or if you're heading in the right direction, and then you'll start to see bits of carved statues.
Do we have to do acrobatic saves?
No, it's
Because you
not
said
quite
you-
that bad, thankfully.
Oh yeah, that's.
I'm just
that's
trying to
another
use
level
my
of bad.
acrobatics, man.
I know it's fortunately
You
it's
can
not
do a
that
flip.
tight. Hey, with every check there comes a
No,
consequence.
I mean
so
athletics.
just be glad.
Athletics.
But yeah, you see bits of carved statues and stuff like that shows that the city did actually extend even this far. It's just been so changed by the destruction. Um, However, you also start to notice other signs of travel by humanoids, and then you realize that they're your own tracks. You've been crossing your own path as you've been going
Oh.
through here. The situation begins to look grim whenever you find yourself popping into a small cave. I'm going to move the characters over now to a new map. And as you guys are kind of entering this area, on the other side, I'll take you a second to kind of get adjusted on the map, but then on the about at the limit of your
Oh.
vision, where it's kind of shadowed out, you see a flare of a torch erupting from the tunnel on that side. It seems like an area that you have not yet explored, and out from that side of the tunnel, you see a short, dark-skinned woman with gray hair rushing forward. She doesn't even take a second to glance at you guys at the end of the tunnel before she. Let me go ahead and reveal some of this, and kind of, I mean, the words are there, but I'm explaining it anyway, so that's fine. But so there's a tunnel. I'm trying not to reveal too much, but there you go.
Darklings flee.
Yeah, so you see the darkling
I saw
woman.
that little piece go right back in there.
So this is a tunnel right here. There's 3 entrances to this tunnel. There's the south one that you're coming out of, and then there's 2 up in the north side of the cave here. And so the darkling woman runs from one tunnel where it says Darklings flee. She takes off down that tunnel. She doesn't even look at you guys. But then as she does, 2 more similarly garbed men in black cloaks and dark green garments come after her. It doesn't appear that they're chasing after her like maliciously. Instead, they seem to be in the same crew. But as they come out, they pull out daggers and they move to either side of this tunnel. So one's flanking right here, and one's over here, and they're standing expectantly, kind of looking. They kind of look at you, but then they look back towards the tunnel as if that's more important. And as they do, you see a taller yet equally dark-skinned man backing into the room, wielding a short sword in one hand and waving a torch at some unseen opponent with the other. I know I asked earlier, but now we have everybody together. But nobody speaks Elvish, right?
No.
Wait, they're elves.
I actually do.
Could I use comprehend languages?
You could, but I don't think it's like.
No.
I mean, if you want to, you could, but it's not that big of a deal, honestly. But
Hey, Sauron speaks Elvish.
okay, so Thalron, you can relate this to your friends if you want, but what everybody
Okay, I will.
is you see this Darkling Elder, as he's called, back into the room, and he screams towards his 2 friends that are flanking the entrance. He screams, "Imyore!" And Thalron, you'll recognize that as being Elvish for the word run. And as he screams that, his companions, they respect him and they take his word, so they kind of sheath their daggers and turn towards where the woman fled and just take off down the tunnel. And so as they do, you guys, I would assume, are probably kind of pulling out your weapons and getting ready.
Hey, Noel, what type of elves are they?
So they're actually not elves; they're called Darklings.
Okay.
But they do speak Elvish. But so yeah, so what would you guys like to do as you see this? And let me reveal just a bit.
So this is why
I'm
we
gonna
hear,
take a back seat on this one.
hear boss music.
We could go after them, or we could leave them
After the
alone.
Darklings or what they're running from?
We could. Well, I mean, I feel like we should.
Let's fight it.
No.
What do you guys think?
All this shit. All this.
All right. So as you guys
Wait.
kind
Did the old man run?
no, he's standing there, and you guys about have enough time to do what you're doing. So you kind of
Did I
approach
talk
him.
to the old person?
Actually, if y'all don't mind, let's kind of stick to the front part of the cave. Just kind of position yourselves on the first half of the cave, if you don't mind. And then I'll have him. He kind of backs in a little further, about right here.
I'm just trying to see my person.
My bad. I grabbed you on accident.
My
All right. So as he's backing in, you guys kind of, decide that you want to help him, I would assume, or kind of see what happens. And you enter the cavern, kind of position yourselves in whatever form that you're doing right now. And as you do so, you see something writhing and completely white crawl into the small cavern between you and the fleeing people. The man with the sword swings wildly, following it up with the sweep of the torch. His face is a grimace of anguish, though you don't really see any wounds on him. It's as if the light that he's holding from the torch is causing him anguish. And I can explain more of that later if you like. But the creature, it seems to be a large amalgamation of a spider and a scorpion, moves closer to the man as the fellows retreat down the hall. It shudders, and what appears to be black scales undulate in a wave over the surface of its body. It moves to attack. This is a cave fisher, although it does seem to be different. Normally they don't have these rippling white scales over their body, but this one do. And as it do, it is going to move in towards our friend here, of course.
Also, am I still raged? Just a question.
No.
No, you'll have to
Yeah,
do that
I
again, but you
figured.
should have
Yeah, I
another
figured
usage of
not.
it.
Yeah, I
Okay,
figured not.
so
But
let's go ahead and roll some initiative, everybody. And this is pretty much the final encounter of the adventure, so we're actually going to finish pretty close to time today, which is good.
Hey, I got a 20 actually.
Oh, hold
not
on
nat.
1 second, guys. I had to clear the order. All right, Krim, I got you, but I think you'll have to do again, Jace.
I got a 20, not nat.
All right, let me add you on.
Ooh, it's pretty high.
Dang, everybody's rolling super high.
I got a nat 1.
wait, Johnson, where's your roll? I don't see it.
It's a 20, not. It's a not nat 20.
Nat 1, 2 altogether.
Oh.
Already.
Can I? I don't like my roll. Can I change it?
No,
I think
Can
it's
I not
better
use
to
the
save it.
inspiration to change it?
you haven't used your inspiration yet.
No.
No, because I called you on that earlier. Yeah, you can use your inspiration now to change it.
That's not a good thing to use initiative on.
He got the worst one.
So
That was such a waste.
What was the
Does
second
that
one,
mean
bro?
I got a 5.
Okay, so cool. All right, let me roll for them really quick. So your friend here, his name is. He'll introduce himself by name in a moment, of course, but his name is Fastly. Just so you know, so it's a reference towards him. His name is Fastly, and he will get to go in this too. He rolled an 8, so he will actually have an 11 there. And then you said Atlas yours was a 2 altogether, and then let me
2
do
altogether.
Yep, and the Cave Fisher. Not too good. Not too good.
Wait, who rolled a 0?
Was
That's
the person
the-
that hasn't rolled yet.
That's
And
the
0 is not possible.
Oh, that's
Unless
the,
it's your initiative's a -1 somehow.
That's the monster initiative.
Yep, I'm adding it right now.
I'm always doing initiative.
Okay, so
4.
we're gonna start with our boy Thalron.
Okay. Let me measure that quickly. Yeah, I can hit that. I will go with my surefire method and cast Sacred Flame on the closer one.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. We are not sure if this guy is an enemy yet. The monster is definitely, but the guy, we don't know.
I
What?
don't care about that, actually.
Let's try and not kill him. He
My
might be
dude,
useful.
you're acting out of character right now.
Attack first, questions later.
Exactly.
Is there such a thing as a negative inspiration?
All right. So Thalron, one more time. I'm sorry, I was adjusting something. What did you do?
I casted Sacred Flame on the closer guy. There.
Okay. Oh man, I got a nat 20, so I'm assuming he's gonna succeed on this one.
Yeah.
Okay, so your flame kind of licks upon the carapace of this creature, but it doesn't really seem to be able to, to get inside of its shell in any way.
Wait, did you say creature?
Right, you were attacking that guy, right?
Yeah, that guy.
Oh, okay.
Not the Darkling Elder. You were attacking the Cave Fisher, right?
Yeah.
Oh well, wait.
Yeah, this is why I'm trying to clarify
Are
it
you
because I
hitting
want to
this
make
with
sure.
the little guy or the big guy?
The little one.
Okay, so he doesn't seem like a threat. He seems like an ally.
Yeah, exactly.
Then I'm head out.
Huh? So I'm sorry, I'm just confused. But you're trying to hit the guy who seems to be your friend, right?
Yeah, I messed that one up. I
No,
misheard
it's
that.
okay.
I thought
I mean,
he's an enemy too.
no, that's totally understandable. I know they just look like tokens on there, but no, okay, yeah. Just to make that clear, is he kind of looks back at you guys, and his eyes, seem to be calling for help. And even in Elvish, he might look at you and be like, help my tribe, and we will, help you in return. So no, that's completely okay. But to switch it up, you would have wanted to attack the cave fisher, then I'm assuming, right? And then he would have succeeded.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can move any way that you want there, and then we'll go to Amia. So yeah, I ended up using my roll on that one. My bad. Next time I'll have to make sure that I throw something in there to make him seem friendly.
I'm going to run up to this. Actually, no. I'm just gonna stay back here and use Vicious Mockery.
All right, is it a Wisdom save?
Yes.
Oh. All right, I rolled a straight 7.
It will probably hit.
Yep, I think that's going to be a fail. So what is it, like so much damage, and then I'll also have an effect, right? I think I have the disadvantage on my next attack or something like that.
Yep. And two damage.
Okay. So you see him kind of shake off something that seems to be in his
Wait,
eye.
does he count as or wait, hold up. Does he count as an ally? This matters. Does he count as an ally?
I think
Yes,
what
he does.
said
Yes.
just
Okay, so I
was,
will get
like,
sneak attack. Okay, that's all I care about.
Okay. Okay. So is that just his next attack has disadvantage, or is it until your next turn?
1 moment.
And then you can also move any way that
All
you
right.
want
Could I use my bonus action to shoot it with my crossbow?
to. Yeah, you can. You just won't add your modifier to the damage.
Okay.
That's the
what
way
happened
those
to the
offhand
boss
attacks go.
music?
What do I use to roll?
Just first you'll do your d20 to see if you'll hit.
Okay, and that is a 9. And do I add anything to it or no?
You'll add your dex and your proficiency.
And +2 proficiency.
Like some proficiency, that would be let's see, +4, which would be 13, I think.
Okay, so as you yell out an insult, and you can certainly flavor that if you so choose, but you kind of yell out an insult to him, and you can see that it kind of winces. Maybe it didn't quite understand what you said about its mama, but it still has a good enough effect. However, though, the focus that it took you to get that spell going, whenever you throw up your offhand to fire from your hand crossbow, it just kind of goes awry a little bit and shoots off into the wall. And then,
all right, so me.
Yep. And Amia, you can move if you want to, or you can stay there.
I'm gonna move back over here.
Okay.
I'm since I'm already gonna get stealth. I'm gonna use my steady aim as my bonus action, and I get advantage. So I'm gonna roll that.
Okay.
So I can't read that. What the bottom one is? What does that say?
19.
19. Okay, so it's above a 20, which I'm guessing is gonna hit.
That'll hit.
So gonna roll my sneak, which is gonna be a okay. So 10, 12 damage.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, it kind of your arrow strikes against the carapace. This looks more like a scorpion, but it certainly has spider-like features, and you notice it does some damage, but it doesn't seem to strike a critical point to really hurt it. But it does hurt it a little bit. It seems to be mostly focused on the Darkling Elder, but your peppering is starting to get its attention. However, Karim, it'll be your turn.
Okay, so gonna get close and start smacking. Short sword gets a 14.
So you just feel this vibration in your hands as your blade strikes up against the shell of this creature. It doesn't seem to pierce it though.
Oof, it's got some high AC. It ain't good.
Time for the second one,
Hey,
which
there
gets
we go.
a 21.
That will hit. So yeah, you get a little mad after the first one. Come back with a vengeance.
8 bludgeon damage.
Okay.
Oh, a max almost.
Well, max would be 11.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. So you notice as you're starting to put some little dings in its armor there, natural armor, but it's still very much alive. You can see that if any of you have ever come across one of these creatures before or heard about them, that this one seems to be twice the size as the normal one, and again the black scales that are rippling across its back just seem very out of place. That being
Twice the size, double the damage.
yeah. That being said, it'll be onto Vaseline. So he kind of holds the torch up and he's using it to fend off the creature. You know, these technically you're in the Underdark right now, and everything down here is pretty susceptible to light in one way or another. So he's kind of using that to his advantage to try to distract it a little bit. He also has a short sword, and he's going to try to strike with that. Looks like he rolled very poorly though, and so yeah, he's kind of keep doing a good job of keeping the creature at bay from but as he's kind of swinging wildly, he's just not really connecting. He's perhaps a bit shooken up, and we'll go to Brom. I'll have him.
Okay, I need to measure. Would I be able to move there?
Yep,
Okay, just making sure.
that's a 30.6, right? So you're good.
Yeah, I will move there. I would like to rage and go into a frenzy, and I would like to hit it with my great axe.
Okay.
That would be a 14 plus my strength modifier, my proficiency plus that, plus my rage. So, hold on. Does a. Swear to God, I just need to keep a calculator up, but does a 21 hit?
That will hit.
That's what I hit with.
Okay. Plus.
Lucky number 21. It's the jackpot tonight.
That is going to be about 5 damage.
Okay.
Wait, do I add my strength modifier or
Yes.
just my rage?
Yes.
Just your strength modifier, not proficiency.
Oh, I do not add my rage.
Oh, and
You do.
Yeah, I think you do, right?
Yeah, it is a d12 plus strength plus rage.
Okay, then that's only 9 damage.
And what does frenzy do?
Frenzy just makes it where any turn after my rage, while I'm still raged, I would be able to use my bonus action to attack it with a one-handed weapon.
But isn't your weapon two-handed, so you can't do that?
That's the thing. After my first turn, I would be able to use a bonus action and hit it with a one-handed weapon.
But you would be using a two-hand. Okay, never mind.
I just
and if I get knocked down while in my rage, I would take 1 level of exhaustion.
Oh.
Okay. I accidentally skipped him on the turn order, but it is actually the cave fisher's turn. And so it kind of rears up on one of it, or a couple of its many legs. Seems to scream out and, just some, not even a language, obviously, but just some horrifying sound. It reaches your ears. And you notice its mouth kind of starts to choke up, and the scream stops as it kind of arches its body in a strange way, and you see it start to excrete this sticky filament from its mouth, and it actually
I was just trying to lower my AC back down to its original value because for some reason it was at 29.
Wow.
Oh wow, that's not good.
The cave fisher, perhaps the words of Amiya are still kind of echoing in its ears because it's going to try to. One second, I can see if there's a roll to hit.
Wait, am I the only one that has hit it?
No, I've hit it for 9 damage.
Oh, okay.
I did too.
Oh, okay. Good.
Jace, try not stealing this kill.
Okay, bud.
Okay, just sorry, this is a special ability, just clarifying exactly. So, anyways, it can do something up to 60 feet, and it kind of only makes sense right now. Well, I guess let me see, I'm going to roll real quick. Okay, so same result in the end. I split the roll between two people to see who was going to attack, so it's only fair. But anyways, it's going to shoot out this adhesive filament towards Amiya,
Oh.
and as you feel it kind of splash up against you, it doesn't hurt you, but I mean it just sticks to your body. It's grappling you essentially. There's no check immediately to get out of it. However, uh, you start to feel your body being tugged forward as this creature is reeling you.
Oh
That being
no.
said, I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Oh, fuck. That's my top stat. Let's see. Well, 9.
Okay, so unfortunately, you're resisting, but the strength of this creature just pulls your body all the way up until 5 feet of it, and so it kind of whips you around your friends into this unoccupied space, as it were, and then it tries to hit you with the claw. So it's a 13 to hit. What's your AC there? Oh, your AC is 13, right?
Armor rating.
Just
Amiya.
clarifying, but Amiya, it is 13, right?
Yep.
Yep. So if it meets it,
Beats it.
Yep. So it actually will beat it. So the claw kind of sinks into your armor and your flesh, and you're gonna take. And keep in mind that you are still grappled after this too. You or one of your friends will have to try to free, but you're gonna take 6 slashing damage on Amiya. Oh, I'm sorry, 9 slashing damage. I forgot to add.
Oh.
Sorry.
No.
I am alive.
Okay,
I am-
so take.
Only if you leveled up, you'd have so much more health.
My
Oh,
bad. I keep
damn.
screwing this up, but I'm not. It has 2 attacks. The other one is gonna miss.
Oh,
So.
fuck.
Okay, so we're good. That's it for its turn. Oh, dang it! Sorry, Atlas. I just skipped you. It's Atlas's turn.
All right.
Atlas is trying to get some
So I
damage in.
can't quite make it there.
If you dash, you could.
You might have something to do still with the.
I've got 30 feet, which puts me like right in here.
So you could get somewhere and ready something for the next turn, or if you have a ranged attack of any kind.
I do not have any range attacks. However,
I mean, you could throw something.
yeah, what I was thinking was maybe I could throw a torch at it and see if that will like make it back up a little off my peeps or something.
That is a good idea.
Basically, in a
That's
moment
fine.
like this, what you can
Work.
do is you can offer help on the next attack, and basically what that means is, so let's see, Thalron is going next, so. Or if he doesn't do an attack, I guess, if he does a spell, then it'll be the next person after that. Whoever does the next attack to him gets advantage, and you use your action to help. And then you can move and then use your action to help, and you can flavor that however you want. You could say, yeah, you're going to use your torch and kind of use that as a distraction, and then someone else is going to get a better chance to hit.
That'd be pretty nice.
Um,
And then you can just be next to it next turn.
It's a good thing to do whenever you don't have anything else to do, you know, it might
Yeah,
as well help a
that's
friend. Yeah.
also,
You can also dodge as an action too, but that's your call.
So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and move up there.
Throw it
And
then.
I'm
Yeet
going
it.
to ready one of my torches.
Okay, so he's going to be using the help action for whoever is going to go next with that, and it could potentially be Thalron. You're up.
Okay, I think that I will move up here because I have enough speed for that. And
Thank you guys for being close. The sneak is just so great for me. Thank you. This is just amazing. I just get so much free damage.
It's not free.
Oh,
Someone's
moment.
paying the price.
This is true. This is true.
At least it's not Braun by himself, though.
Got a point. Got a point.
That corner's just still bloodied.
okay, at first I will cast Guiding Bolt.
Okay, cool.
That will do.
So that's a ranged spell attack.
Yeah,
So
that.
you can take that advantage. So you'll have the 15.
So that
Oh,
hits.
okay.
However, that does not hit though.
Oh, whoa.
Okay.
This
Yeah.
thing's AC is on another level. Oh my god.
Yeah,
It's
that was a
16
good
at least.
attack. So that's 2 really good attacks you guys have made that haven't quite hit. So yeah, this is no joke. This is
Okay.
it.
It has to be 16 at least.
Yeah, but
Mhm.
it's got to be above 16 because he just got a 16, and if it meted it, it would beat it. So it's got to be at least 17 or above.
No, he has
Okay.
15. Guiding
Oh,
bolt
you
for
had
the
15?
50.
Okay, yeah, so 16 or above. No, you're right.
Okay, but I will use that bonus action again and cast Healing Word
Okay.
For Mia.
on Amia
Okay.
with a level 1 spell slot. That will be 8 healing. So that's almost at full.
Hey,
Nice.
nice.
Yeah, you'll
Only
jump
missing
back
one
up by
HP.
8.
Okay.
Okay, and that's gonna be it for you, Thalron.
Yeah, that will be all for me.
Okay, so Amia herself.
Can I put this thing to sleep?
Okay, so really quick, you are grappled, so you can still do that. You can try, yeah.
Okay.
The spell would affect all of us, though.
Yeah,
Let's
it depends on where you put it. She could basically, if you put it behind you, then it's gonna affect you and the guy. You could make it affect like Vasily and the guy, or otherwise you're gonna hit like all your friends and the guy. So it's kind of up to you.
I'll just hit Vasily as well in the crossfire.
Okay, so
Oh,
one more
my
thing I gotta tell you is it goes off of max HP. So you're gonna roll 5d8, and let's say you get
Oh, there's no way that's gonna. There's no way. It has so
yeah.
much
So
health.
you're
There's
first
no
off,
way.
it's gonna hit Vasily first. So all that HP that you roll first, it will be put to him, and he might go to sleep, and then whatever's left over gets transferred.
Yeah, there's no way.
Well, never mind then.
Okay, that's just the way the mechanic of the spell works. So just throwing it out there.
I'm just gonna stab this thing with a longsword.
You can't. Or can you?
She can. Yep. You
Okay.
can't move at all. Your speed is 0, but you can still attack, and you
I'm going
will
to go with
have advantage.
two-handed for more damage. And let's see. What do I
did something dumb and hit
do? I
you.
add anything to this roll as well, or no?
You'll do your proficiency and
You could use your inspiration.
your
You got
dex
that.
or your strength, depending on what the
Could
weapon
use
is.
that inspiration you got at the beginning.
Longsword can use either, whichever is higher.
I am going to use my inspiration for this.
Hey,
How do I add inspiration? Sorry.
Just roll again.
That's just a re-roll. If you happen to roll badly, you can re-roll.
Could be worse though. Could be worse.
I am conflicted. I have 16 total, but I'm not sure if that will hit.
Oh, so,
You know, fuck it. I'm just gonna risk it.
okay. So what did you roll first?
16 total.
To hit, you rolled 16 to hit.
Yep.
Okay, that will hit.
Okay, so how's AC?
you.
16.
Armor class is 15. And one. Let's see. The longsword.
Nope.
It's-
It's a D10, right?
No
Yep.
one's mics
Okay.
cameras are loaded for me.
Well, depending on whether
Yeah,
you are
it-
one-handing or two-handing.
Two-handed is a D10, right?
What do you want me to do?
Yep. Yeah, that's fine.
Let's see. 3.
So 5, and then either strength or dex.
There it goes.
So then 5.
What's your dex modifier?
Plus 2.
Okay, so
Strength?
7 total.
Yeah.
Strength is negative, I remember you said. So
But
yeah.
but you were right. It's a versatile weapon, so she can use her dex. Okay, so 7. So all right. You kind of get the sense that he's starting to get kind of closer to half health or so as his carapace is starting to show some cracks and some chinks in the armor, so to speak. That being said, you can't really move or anything, and do you have a bonus or anything like that you want to do?
I'm gonna
She
go
can?
for another vicious mockery.
Oh, she can. Okay.
Is Vicious Mockery a bonus action?
Can I do that?
I think it's a main action.
I'll just use hand crossbow then.
You can't because you two-handed your sword.
All right.
Oh
That's
yeah.
right.
Never
Yep.
mind that.
Okay, so that'll be it for you, though, right?
All right.
Okay, so Jace.
It's gonna be me. I'm gonna do the exact same thing I did last time. I'm gonna get my steady aim, get that advantage.
Okay.
Since he has a AC of 16, which is kind of quite a lot. I got above a 20 again. My rolls are so good today.
Nice.
So I'm gonna roll for damage. Get that sneak as always. Oh wow! Oh, this one's gonna hurt. So it's gonna take 1 sec. 18 damage.
Okay. And
What is your weapon?
anything else on your turn?
Longbow?
I'm using a short bow. I get 2d6 sneak, and I like it just does so much damage with my sneak.
All right. So you said
Okay.
18, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So a couple things are going to happen real quick. You're going to end your turn, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So before Krim, you get to take your turn. Something happens. As Jace's arrow flies by you, you see it sink deep into the cave fissure, and it kind of rears back and goes rigid. This thing's huge. It's just towering above you at this point. The filament that it had that was wrapping up Amia seems to kind of dissipate, like it just falls out of its mouth, and she's able to kind of stickily, break herself free from that without issue. However, the the creature starts to like writhe and kind of twist on itself, and you hear this like crunching and cracking sound as its body just starts to split into two, and
Oh no.
it will do exactly that. So 1 second.
Oh god, no. I knew it was a boss fight.
Man. So now we got 2 to worry about. Hooray!
Kind of curious to see what they're gonna look like.
It's the same. They're just smaller versions now.
Oh.
And so here they are. Boop boop.
It just got a little smaller.
Boop, boop.
All right. Well, I made them split.
Hey,
We
right
should
here,
focus one.
right here, does would I be
almost
able to
done.
move here when it comes to my turn?
Would you be able to move there?
Yeah.
I think so.
Well, I guess it doesn't really matter because I'd be able to move around it. Never mind.
Yeah. So, we should focus one.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Rather
Krim,
than
you
split.
are up. You
But
are
what
free
if
to-
one? Then what if it splits into another two when we kill one? What if it just gets really, really, really small? And there's just
We
like
just-
30 really small ones.
Okay, so one other thing happens. I'm glad I looked at this. Is when this happens, the change is so abrupt that the two creatures are able to get an attack of opportunity
Oh
against
wow.
an adjacent foe. So,
So not me.
there's two of them. I'll just, since Amia is free, the one will try to strike her at least in retaliation. Looks like it's going to be a 14 to hit, which
Yep.
will hit. So that's going to be 13 slashing damage to Amia right there.
Fuck. I'm almost. Wait,
Oh,
no,
actually-
you're dead.
And the other one can only attack. I'm not going to attack Amia twice with that, so we'll go to Fastly.
Wait, Amia, did you go down?
Yep.
Okay, so that actually was a botched attack, so that one's going to miss. So yeah, Amia is currently down, so y'all keep that in mind.
All right then.
Let me see if I can find a little marker.
Still haven't gotten hit this entire thing.
Hey, Mia, click on your thing and you can put an X mark on it, meaning you're down.
How?
I put a little mark on there for you. It's okay. All right, so now
Okay.
Krim, you are now free to act and however you see fit.
All right. So, I'm running past them, still staying in their range, and I'm using the healing potion I had for Amia.
Okay.
2d4. 2d4.
Is it just a regular potion of healing?
The ones that we got at the beginning of the game.
Yeah, they were just regular. It's just a regular potion of healing. So what is that? 2d4 plus 2?
Oh.
Or is it 1? Let me see. I'll look it real quick just to make sure. No harm in looking this up. 2d4 plus 2. Yep.
So,
Oh wow, that's a great
9.
amount.
Okay, so you are now you're prone, but you are stable and conscious and all that. The magical healing of the potion has rejuvenated you.
How much hit points do I get that?
9.
All right, so you got 9, back at 9, and then that takes his action to do that. It's very generous of him. And that'll be it for you, Krim.
Well, offhand attack,
Okay, right.
uh,
Nice.
flail, which gets 13.
Okay. So that one, yeah, you kind of like try to pick yourself up after stooping over to feed the potion to Amia, and as you do, you just kind of throw a backhand attack that is just shy of the creature. And now it's
Yep.
gonna be our boy Fasili's turn. He'll kind of just move in a little closer, and he'll try a short sword attack. Looks like he's gonna hit this time. Oh, he gets to make two attacks actually. Oh man, he critted on the second one, so he's actually about to do some damage. He's gonna hit the first guy close to him. So he does 4, 9. All right. So you see him just hacking away at this creature, and actually he did enough to go ahead and take it down.
Let's go.
Yay!
With that crit, yeah. So yeah, you see him kind of like he just tosses the torch behind him, and he just starts going crazy with this short sword, and you just see little bits of white and kind of black of the armor just flying off around him as he successfully dispatches the foe.
Wait, he killed it already?
Yeah, he did. The HP was a little lower. That it kind of split him between the two, and he just critted. So yeah. All right, Brom, you got one smaller cave fisher
I would
in front
like
of
to
you.
move right here. I would like to make my main attack a reckless attack. Let me pop that in chat.
Okay. So you get advantage, but then things will have advantage against you until your next turn, I believe.
19. I'm still raged, so that would be 19 plus.
You have advantage, so maybe you want to roll a second one. Who knows? Maybe you'll get a nat 20. And if not,
Yeah, no,
you still get the 19.
I'm just, yeah, I know, I'm just checking. That's all. Well, anyways, does a 26 hit for my advantage attack?
It does.
Okay, that would be a D12 plus my strength and rage. That will be 10 damage, and I would like to use my bonus action since I did the frenzy on my rage. I would like to use that to hit it with my hand axe, which means D20. Would I
So
also have advantage on that, or
if
no?
you used your great axe, I believe that's a two-handed weapon.
It is, but I bonus action because of my frenzy.
You can't.
Alright,
That was what
back.
I was
Sorry about
talking
this.
about
You
earlier.
just don't have the
Let's hit
free
that.
hand to do
Yes,
it
that's
though.
enough.
That's the thing, Brom.
Yeah, you would have to exchange your great axe for like something smaller.
Like a battle axe.
Did I get hit while I was going?
Like you're just holding your weapon in both of your hands. So I mean, you don't have a free hand to.
Okay, fine then. Would I just re-roll the damage for the battle axe?
Hit the second time, or can he?
You could bite it.
Or headbutt?
Yeah, headbutt will work.
Ugh.
Yeah, so that's gonna be like an improvised attack. So it's not gonna be much.
Do I toss on my strength and?
So it's basically it'll be 1 plus your strength. If you hit. First you got to see if you hit.
Which one do I roll for? Oh yeah, D20.
D20 plus proficiency in strength.
Plus all that stuff, and that would be a strength plus. Okay, does a 10 hit?
No,
No.
it has a 16 AC.
Nope. Okay, so yeah,
Okay, then looks like that's just 10 damage.
so you run up, spittle flying from your mouth as you're just breathing heavily, and you sink your battle axe or great axe deep into the creature. It kind of arms stick out at weird angles as it kind of like convulses for a moment, and then you rip your blade free, and it kind of picks itself back up, very close to death but not quite dead. And then you try to kick at it like you kick that annoying dog in the neighborhood or something if you're that kind of mean person. And unfortunately, it just feels like you stub your toe against it. It's like hard as a rock, and you don't really quite hurt it, and you don't really hurt yourself either. But yeah, it doesn't do anything. And now we got our boy
Atlas.
Actually, it's the cave fisher. Really quick. And then,
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh.
Cave Fisher. Real quick.
Wait,
Yep.
no. Wait. Before we go to the next turn, you still never answered me. Would I have had advantage on the headbutt because of the
Frenzy
reckless attack?
or reckless.
you did pop it into chat. I don't know if that would.
Starting at second level, you can throw aside all
It says when
concern
you make
for
your
defense
first
to
attack on your
attack.
turn.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay. Good question though. All right, so now we're gonna go. This is like his last ditch effort to see what he can do, and since this is technically a new creature. Uh, Actually, no, it doesn't matter. They can do it anyways. But yeah, he's gonna try to do his filament again. There's not a whole lot of space left to get somebody, but
Oh, I'm guessing it's gonna be me because I'm the farthest away.
no, with the angle of
No?
the way, no, because you got that wall that's kind of right there.
Oh, hell yeah.
So really, the only person that would make sense would
Woo.
be Atlas. So he's this sticky filament, and all of a sudden just splashes up against your armor, and you're trying to like tug it off of you, but it starts to pull you closer. And with that, I'm gonna need you to make a strength save.
Strength save. Well, that didn't work out too good.
Oh no.
What'd you get?
3.
There we go.
Okay.
Oh.
So yeah, the filament, it just starts to suck you in, just like it did to Amiya, and it pulls you in, kind of wrapped around the area. This is actually, it could be right there. That's where it's free. So it moves in right there. Or it moves you right there, I should say, and then it's gonna go for its claw attacks.
Wait. Would I be able to dive in front of it?
Reaction?
No, it'd have to be your turn, or you'd have
Actually,
to
with me having the torch out already, could I use that to get rid of the sticky thread?
perhaps you could try on your turn.
Sticky thread.
Okay.
Not right now.
All right.
So anyways. Okay, so it'll make a claw attack against you, which will be a 17 to hit.
That does not hit.
Wow. Holy.
What is
Wait.
your AC? Jesus.
Probably 18.
18.
Yeah.
Do you
Okay.
not need a shield for that?
Yeah, he could still be wielding your shield right now. That's fine.
Jesus.
But you just have to keep in mind that you have a torch in one hand and a shield in the other. But it's pretty simple for you to drop the torch and draw your sword if you want to do that.
Okay.
So yeah, anyways, it pulls you in close and you are still grappled. Your movement will be 0, but it does fail on its attack. And now it's your turn. You can attack still, and everything's fine. You can try to get the filament off of you, but that'll take your action too. So it's either way you want to go with it.
Okay.
Go for the kill, Atlas. You got this.
Dang,
Get your first kill.
That'd be a glorious entry into the game.
So yeah, I have to attack.
Okay.
Do I have to get rid of the thread, the spider thread? Before
No.
Oh, okay.
It's
All
counted as a
it's doing is
grapple, but
reducing your
since
speed
you're
to
so close.
0.
Is
Okay.
it the last fight we have for today?
Yeah,
Hello?
this is it.
Yeah, I'm
Bur-
going to attack with my battle axe.
Burn everything you have.
That's a
Divine,
5.
divine,
You got 5.
Yeah, 9 altogether with my battle axe plus 4.
So right now your
add
range,
divine smite to it.
your range is just very limited. Where this thing has you sucked in so close that you're not able to wind up and get the swing that you normally would, and with that you just kind of whiff the attack a little bit. You can't move, so unless you have a
yeah,
bonus action you want to do.
I am going to. I'm
Shield
going to
bash?
touch the torch to the spider web to see if I can get it off me.
That's going to take your action. So
Okay.
I mean, you could see if you can light it on fire, but
Would a shield
That would also
bash
burn
be a bonus
you.
action?
all right, Salron.
All right. Yeah, I'm done.
I think that I will step up here and
Getting close.
touch the monster with an inflict wounds attack.
Okay, cool. Gonna inflict wounds upon him.
Yeah, that's 15. That's just shy, I guess.
Yeah, that'll be just shy. So you you definitely just grab a hold of him and try to shoot as much of that energy through your hands as you can. But it just seems like it doesn't quite crack the shell, so as it were.
Yeah. Then, as a bonus action, I will actually cast Spiritual Weapon.
Okay, what does that do?
Oh, you have that already? Oh wow.
And that misses too.
This thing is just
Yeah,
slightly
it's just like
out of everybody's ranges.
it's the 5 T's of Dungeons and Dragons: duck, dip, dodge, dive, and duck, or whatever.
That's like 5, but still, it's enough. It's enough of them.
All right. Okay. So, look, I don't think you're gonna want to move back or anything. So we'll go to Amia, and we'll see if you can wrap it up.
Can I attack it with my longsword with my bonus action if I use Vicious Mockery for my main action?
You might want to get up.
That is
You
true.
can
You're
pick yourself
prone.
up. And then let's see. So you use your action for Vicious Mockery, and then you want to use a bonus action to do a second attack. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, it makes sense. You just want
Okay.
those modifiers in the end.
So, could I manage to get off with a two-handed longsword attack, or just one?
No, because you're gonna need one hand to cast that spell.
Oh, okay.
Unless
Isn't
it's
Vicious Mockery
just
mouth?
it could just be verbal, but most of the time they want semantic too. Let me check.
Okay,
'Cause
so
if it's only verbal, then yeah, you could.
But,
I will try for two hands then.
but would
Yeah,
she
it
able
is
to
just
do
verbal.
it as a bonus?
Oh wow. Yeah, you can just do both of them.
So you can do Vicious Mockery, and then you can use your bonus action to attack with the two-handed attack.
But no proficiency
No
bonus on them.
proficiency, right?
Okay.
No modifiers
No,
in
nothing
general.
on the side. Yeah.
You would need to have this.
I think your strength, your dexterity will still be there for the hit. I think, right?
Okay. Ooh, nat 20.
Nice.
Oh, well, I guess I'm not gonna get to hit it.
Okay, so you roll your damage dice twice.
It is
2d10.
10.
No modifiers.
Well, you get one modifier.
1 and 5.
Hmm.
Okay.
Six.
So that is enough. How do you describe his demise?
Damn.
In a fit of fury, I stab the thing hard with my longsword, and it just dies.
Damn. The
Guts.
description.
Now that I'm used
Ooh.
to killing,
Guts flying everywhere.
now that I'm used to killing, I just stare at it with a cold expression, feeling nothing.
Damn girl.
I'm used to it.
This ain't your violin, that's for sure. Okay, so we are out of initiative. You guys have successfully dispatched this very strange creature, and I always love it. I know it probably sucks for me to say this, but I always love it when there's danger. If it was too easy and nobody fell down or anything, then what would be the fun in that, really?
This is true. This is true.
So you know what, y'all had one person drop, but y'all stuck together and
I wonder what my kill count is.
y'all
I
made it
wonder.
happen. So good job.
I've had to describe so many deaths.
So as
Since
you
I'm
guys kind of pick
rewatching-
yourselves up from that, Fastly approaches you and introduces himself. Hello, I am Fastly.
Can we fight him too?
Oh
No.
my god.
He doesn't seem to be threatening, but he does kind of recoil from Atlas's torch that's kind of at your feet now. Atlas, if you would have dropped it and drew your sword or however it worked.
I want to put out the torch.
Okay, so when you put out the torch, he looks up at you gratefully and he says, the light, it ages me, so I appreciate it. I had to use it to fight off that creature, but the less it's around me, the better. The longer I'll live. But I must thank you, strange adventurers, for rescuing me. I'm a Darkling Elder, and that was my tribe who wandered off. We used to live in the city, the ruins of the city back behind us, but there's been so much strange dealings there lately with the grungs and some of the ghosts and things that we've decided to pack up and move. And I must ask, what brings you strange adventurers down this deep into the Underdark?
We have been sent from the surface with a quest. We kind of stumbled upon you randomly.
And we are very fortunate that you did. Now, this quest you speak of, I feel that I would like to offer you the gratuity of my tribe. And this is actually another story award called Friend of the Baka Tribe.
Hey,
And
another
that one's pretty
one.
self-explanatory. You're a friend of the Baka Tribe. So they're just a tribe of darklings that live down here in the Underdark. So if and when you come into contact with them
Can you
again,
type their name in chat?
yeah, sure. It's I will type it, but as I'm writing it down myself, it's Baucha. Baucha, friend of Baka Tribe. And yeah, I can
Wait, how
scoot
do you
over all
spell it
that
one
stuff.
more time?
Yeah, of course. Baucha.
Sugutsubaku. It's like
Baka.
Baku.
I don't know how are we gonna say it. Bachula.
Bauchka.
So Buka.
Baucha. Yep.
Pushka.
Bushka. That's good.
Okay, so he does offer that, of course, but he also brings the attention back to your quest and says, if there's anything I could possibly do, I know navigating the twisting tunnels down here can be quite precarious. And he kind of looks you up and down, and sure enough, I mean, y'all are dirty, scuffed up. I mean, the rocks have torn at your clothes in places and things like that. I mean no offense, but I could probably help you get to where you need to go if you like.
I don't see it as an offense.
That does sound good.
Actually, I would like to. I would actually do divine sense to make sure he doesn't have an ulterior motive.
He doesn't actually. He seems incredibly grateful for you guys, and yeah, he wholeheartedly means it when he says you're a friend of his tribe.
Okay.
And with that, he kind of looks at you again, and well, I must ask, where is it that you're going?
To find a horse.
Okay, so out of
Horse is
character,
already dead.
I actually forgot what we were even doing here.
yeah.
We got
Right.
an invite
I
to
think
like
we're looking for the city of Nethereast, right?
So you're all kind of right there. You're whoever said vault though had nailed it on the head. Yeah, you're just kind of searching the city, looking for a vault, and that's pretty much it. Yeah. So.
We were sent here looking for a vault of some certain vault.
Netherese.
Hmm.
We're not really sure since nobody really knows what's down here.
The vault. Well, I'm not sure if it would be that, but there is a strange place near here. I think I may know what you speak of. Now come, I must return to my tribe, but first I will lead you there if you'll follow.
a.
He turns and trots back down the way he came, actually. And if you guys choose to follow him,
Of course.
you kind of, it may be a couple hours to travel, and before you come across
Let me just move up
a
for
chamber
him.
where there's broken rock and rubble kind of strewn around the chamber. Although you do recognize some of the larger chunks as pieces of those Titanic statues that were holding up the city from being crushed. Back
Can I
behind,
pick up a small piece of it and put it in my inventory?
you definitely can. And so it's pretty dark in here as usual. However, there's dim light emanating from a door across the chamber from you. It seems as if this would be the vault. You see traces of magic racing across the runes and carvings on the surface, and it's strange. You hear a low, distant rumble on the very edge of your hearing, but you can feel it vibrating in your bones. And lastly, the smell is the stone earth and the sour, pungent odor of something like meat gone bad. However, you finally exit the maze of tunnels. You find yourself in a chamber that I just described, and you see three Titanic statues of armored warriors that seem to be bending under the weight of the ceiling. And you do see the crushed remains of several other guardians, and you wonder how long until these two collapse under the weight of the stone above you. Um, Across the chamber, it's funny, isn't Atlas the one who was carrying the weight of the world on his shoulders?
Yep.
So yeah, I think he might be getting a bit of a
Well, one up.
strange feeling looking at these guys. But across the chamber, you see a wall of white marble, a massive golden door blocking intruders.
Oh.
Arcs of light seem to ride through the carvings and glyphs, and you feel a sudden rush of triumph, certain to come to the entrance of the vault. And with
Can I
that,
try opening it?
one moment. With that, Thessaly turns towards you guys and says, Again, thank you for rescuing us from that cave fisher. I must tell you that was very out of the ordinary. I think there are some strange dark magics at play down here. Be very wary in your travels ahead. You may see more strange creatures such as that. With that, I must take my leave and return to my tribe. They're going to be wondering if I even survived the encounter.
Yes, you have helped us enough already. Go help your
Yes.
tribe.
And with that, he turns and does go. And also with that, this is the end of the adventure. And Brom, to answer your question, you're just gonna have to come next Saturday if you want to get up into that vault. So,
Ooh.
Definitely gonna have to be there because I got all the burgling equipment, got the crowbar and everything. I'm ready to pick
No,
this thing.
I'm just gonna try opening it with brute strength.
So we'll go over some rewards and things like that. The
Oh,
adventure
magic item.
log sheet is very important. You guys definitely need to be working on that. So if you need any help with that, let me know. And oh, I almost forgot though. On your guys' travel
Magic item.
to the vault, there's one point where you kind of pass by a thickly webbed area, and Fastly stops, and he reaches in, and you can see there's a corpse of another Darkling Elder like him, and he kind of seems sad about it, but he doesn't offer much explanation other than saying like, "This was the former leader of my tribe, and now I am the leader. I don't think he's had a chance to use this, unfortunately." And he pulls out the magic item for this adventure that you guys are going to get. If you'll go to the handout screen where your characters are, I'm going to make it visible to everybody. And you guys can add this to your sheet. So the way Adventure League works is that you at tier 1, you can only bring one magic item into uh, each adventure. At tier 2, you can bring 3, and so on and so forth. It tiers up. But so right now, you guys already had, most of you already had the Pearl of Power, but now you also have this thing called the Periapt of Wound Closure. It's now going to be on that handout, and I'll just read it really quickly. While you're wearing this pendant, you stabilize whenever you are dying at the start of your turn.
Ooh.
In addition, whenever you roll a hit die to regain hit points, you double the number of hit points restored.
Oh wow.
How
Wow,
about
this
that?
thing's insane.
So that
Yeah,
would
can
help.
I just drag and drop that in my inventory?
You might be able to. If not, then you can copy and paste however you need to. So for example, if you're Krim and you have the Pearl of Power, and now you also have the Periaptive Wound Closure, your character can have both of those items. However, you're only going to be able to take one into the adventure. So there you go.
I am assuming I can't borrow one to someone else and then use the other.
No. No.
Mm.
No.
How do you spell it?
It would count as one of yours being used.
Ah, yet.
But you'll get when you hit tier 2 at level 5, then you'll be able to bring in 3, and so it kind of opens it up for you. All right, so like any adventure, you get 10 downtime. So make sure to put that on your adventure log sheet that you have 10 more downtime accrued. And again, you could spend that 10 downtime for another level if you want. I can tell you guys right now that next week we're going to be playing at the same time, except we're going to start an hour earlier. And the reason for that is because it's a 4-hour adventure, not a 2-hour like this is.
Let's see.
So next week, my time, I'm Central Time. So for me, usually we're getting together at 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Well, next week, Saturday, we're going to do 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. And if you need to transfer that to your time, of course, I can help you however it goes. Basically,
Are we leveling up?
Well,
yeah, that's another thing you earn for doing the adventure is a level. So you can
woo!
you gained a level, you gained 10 downtime, you gained some gold, and you gained the magic item. And now, really quick on the potions, you guys had 3 potions. I know one of them was used, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So everybody can take 2 potions of healing as well. And now the way that consumables work in Adventurers League is that you can bring in 10 consumables into an adventure. So you can have 100 of them. You can make 100 potions or whatever. But whenever you go into an adventure, you can bring 10 of them. So just keep that in mind. That's a lot, honestly. Which I think,
Excuse
honestly,
me?
at tier 1 it might be 5. So, and right now you can bring in 5 consumables, and then at tier 2 it'll jump to 10. I'm sorry about that.
So, what else can you do with the downtime?
I'll pull that up.
I have to reload.
Oh yeah, we get our ability score improvement. I forgot about that.
Let me find. Oh, here it is. Okay. So, in addition to the periaptive wound closure, I always end up missing the small things. My bad. But Fastly had also given you guys some jewels that equal up to being 500 gold. So here's how Adventurers League works as well: is no matter what, the maximum you can take from this adventure gold wise is 100. So the way we'll do it is there's 6 people, and there was 500 gold. So it's probably not the most confusing amount, but just
To make you say that again, but I had to reload. What else did he hand us?
He'd handed you guys some jewels that were worth 500 gold. So if I divide 500 by 6, that means everybody got 83 gold. However, you were paid 50 gold at the start of this. So everybody can take 100 gold today.
So 200 gold I have now. Wow, this is a lot.
So just to clarify over the rewards really quick, and then we'll go over some downtime stuff and whatever else you guys might need. So speaking of downtime, you've got 10 downtime from this. You got the periaptive wound closure. You got a level if you choose to take it, and you got 100 gold each. You also
Okay.
got 2 potions of healing,
Oh, I see.
and I believe that's it. I don't think I'm missing anything there. So I'll tell you that the next adventure is a tier 1 adventure. So if you're level 3 right now and you took a level to level 4, and then if you want to try to use your catch up to go to level 5, that's going to put you into tier 2, and you will not be able to play the adventure next week. So the maximum you can be right now if you want to use the same character next weekend is level 4. That's just the way the tiers work. And I'm going to look that up just to be sure, but I'm pretty
Hey,
sure.
when's the tier 2 adventures?
Just whenever we decide to do it, I suppose.
Okay. Also, what's the code and stuff again?
Oh, great question. I'll go ahead.
It's in the Discord.
Yep, and I'll go ahead and I'll type it here so we have it. What you got? Oh, also you got the 2 story awards. So this, I would just put this in your notes somewhere. No, it's okay, Brom. Just let me know whatever information you need, either here or in a DM or something. I can give it to you. So you made Matthew cry, and friend of the Baka tribe. The details for you made Matthew cry we can go over, but I mean it's basically just like anytime you would sleep in your dreams you would hear like the weeping of a child, and yeah. So basically, if everybody next time we play is gonna start with the curse, um, which will make it where your attacks, checks, and saving throws suffer a -1 penalty. So it's not that big of a deal. But
Oh, by the way, DM, what else can we do with our downtime besides leveling up?
yep.
Kind of curious about that.
Okay, thank you. I'm probably gonna copy that, then leave. Do I need to know anything else?
I think that's it. As long as you got all the rewards and such, then we should be good. And if anything comes up, just let me know. And
Oh yeah, I need to level up my character to level 4.
yep. All right, I'm looking up the downtime thing right now. I just want to make sure I get it all.
Okay. Yeah.
There's
Oh, Malcolm, by the way, when you level up, you get an ability score improvement, so you can put like 2 points into some one specific thing, or a 1 point into 2 specific things if you want. So basically, you can put 2
Or-
points into your strength, or
Well, you can
whatever
do
you
that.
want. Yeah, you
So-
get an ability score improvement at level 4. Just to
one
level
thing
4 though.
is if you're proficient with a tool like artisan's tools of some sort, you can actually craft things like armor. Basically, it'd be like buying it, except for you instead of spending some of your gold, you'd spend some of your downtime too. You could recuperate to get rid of like things, but that's not really going to apply in Adventurers League. It says you could train to learn a new language or training with a set of tools, but that costs 250 days and 250 gold. So that'll take some build up, but you could learn new language or proficiency with a tool set. So that's just the standard stuff. Let me look up the Xanathars because they added more with Xanathars.
Because I really don't want to level up unless everyone else does. if we all decide to level up, then we could. Except Atlas wouldn't be able to.
Well, I got the one level off today, and then I have the
Yeah.
downtime that I can use as well.
You'll be level 3, and then then we wouldn't all be level 5. So no matter what, next session we're gonna be tier 2. So it's gonna be.
Wait. So even if we're all level 4, we'll be in tier 2?
No, but next session after that session will be level 5.
Actually, I'm saving my downtime so I can level up 2 more times.
That's fair.
Wait, you didn't level up to 3, bro?
So downtime in a regular campaign, you can do all kinds of stuff like building a stronghold, doing a profession, and yada yada yada. It's more role play esque. So I will admit that it is kind of limited in Adventurers League, but you can do some of those things I was mentioning before. You could also do things like a religious service, like to get a cleric to cast a spell on you, type stuff. Not incredibly useful there, but so one thing you can do is here's I'm gonna double check this, but it says buying a magic item, but I don't think you can do that in Adventurers League. But I'll check that. You could craft an item as we had talked about earlier.
I'll just save my downtime to level up whenever I need.
I'm gonna do this one.
So the main.
So
how
is this gonna wait?
You
how's
trade
this?
magic items.
Yeah, never mind. Oh.
Like you could, I think you could spend 5 downtime days, and you could trade a magic item with somebody. I know I've mentioned that if you were a spellcaster, you could learn new spells. If you're a wizard, I think it's pretty much if you're a wizard only. And just to make sure I have everything, I'm going to pull up the little player's guide really quick. And we'll make sure, and then that should be cool.
All right, so I have a question. Since next session we're all gonna be level 5, how's that gonna work? Because we just got a new person, and we're all gonna be level 5 besides Atlas. So how's that gonna work?
That's the thing is where we'll just kind of have to decide together what to do, and there's some rules that will make that work for us. One of them being that in Adventurers League now, you can just create a level 5 character. The downside to that is that you're not going to have all the cool shit that you've gained getting to level 5 like you're currently doing now. But at the same time, you could, if you like, let's say if we ran a tier 2 game and everybody could play with their characters except for like maybe Nettie and Atlas, since they're like slightly behind or whatever. They could just create a new character at level 5 just for those adventures, and then they could still use their other characters for tier 1 whenever we get back to that. So what we'll probably do is after. Actually, I already have the next 2 sessions planned. So this is the way it's going to go for what I had intended. Was next week we're going to do the wrap up on this one. It's that 4-hour adventure. It's a tier 1 adventure. But after that, the following week, there's a very special. This is where I don't want to confuse you guys too much, but there's a lot that you can gain from this as well, especially since we're streaming these sessions. Krim has already been kind of looking into it, but there's service rewards. It's mostly for DMs, but you have this thing called service rewards where you can basically assign like magic items to your characters and downtime and gold and stuff that you earn for mostly DMing and running organization things like I've been doing, but you guys actually get points for it too, just for being on stream. So every hour that you spend on stream is an hour that you can log onto this sheet, and it has its whole tier of rewards. I've posted it in the pins. I can definitely shoot it to you individually if you want to look at it. But it has these really cool like Feywild themed magic items that have like extra cool bonuses to them and extra cool flavor to them, and you can just give.
How many rewards do we have right now?
So here's the thing: is last time you played for 5 hours, which would earn you 1 reward from that table. But you guys could have already assigned that reward. Now here's another thing: is every time you get a reward from that table and assign it to your character, they can take a level too. A level comes with it. You can give 1 magic item to 1 character and give the level to another character if you want, or you can give them both to the same character. And all of that's explained in the PDF, and of course I can help more with that. So here's what I'm saying to you guys now: is if you're curious about like, I might need another character, what you could do right this very second is take one of those rewards, assign it to a character, level them up to level 2, and boom, there you go. Now you got a level 2 character with a cool magic item for any tier 1 adventure that we do in the future.
Okay,
This
yeah,
is
I'll probably create another character real quick. But hey, Noel, another
uh,
question I had, what I was curious about was the what's it called? What level do you get out of tier 2 at?
it's 5 to
5 to
10.
9,
Five.
5 to 10,
Yep.
or 9?
It's 5 to 10, and then tier 2 is 11 to 15, and then tier 4 is 16 to 20.
So what you're saying is I'm definitely going to have multiple characters. Got it.
That and see, I think this is where I'm trying not to overload you guys with the way that Adventurers League works. I'm trying to spoon feed it to y'all slowly so it doesn't like it's not overwhelming. But essentially, yes, you're gonna want to have more than one character. Like me personally, for Adventurers League, I have like 8 characters. One of them's level 11, one of them's level 5. And then a bunch of them are like level 3 and level 2 because I've been assigning those rewards to them and giving them magic items and stuff. Um,
And you can trade your magic items in downtime between the characters.
Exactly. So you can trade with yourself on your magic items as long as you're spending the downtime and as long as you're recording it on your adventurer's log sheet. I will tell you this, however, that these service rewards are untradeable. They're special. So as soon as you assign that service reward to a character, it's done. It's not going to go to anybody else. And it comes with either gold or downtime in an exorbitant amount. It's really cool. All right, so I pulled up the downtime thing really quick. You can copy spells if you're a wizard. You can trade magic items. You can scribe. Oh my gosh, scribe scrolls if you're also. I think that's another wizard thing. You can brew potions if you are proficient in the herbalism kit. And honestly, that's pretty much it. So I would certainly recommend whenever you create your characters, if you can pick the herbalism kit, definitely do that because why not?
Okay.
Um,
Noel,
Well,
didn't you make
I guess that's probably it for me. I got all my stuff saved. I'll probably make another character over the next couple of days. I'm going to watch a couple videos on some stuff, and that's about it.
Okay, and just to wrap up on that statement really quick, I know it's a lot, but this is one reason why I tried not to make it very critical for you to have your character sheet on roll 20 because you're going to want to pick up and play this character at another game one day, things like that. And especially if you're creating a whole bunch of characters, you're not going to want to do it on the roll 20, You're going to want to have those in like paper form or in like a folder on your computer or something that you can access whenever you want. Like, oh, this is a tier 1 adventure. Let me look at my tier 1 folder. Oh, I could be Krim today, or I could be Balthazar, or whoever you want to do. Um, so I guess ending statement is Brahm, like whenever you go to create your second character, you might just want to do that in a different format. Like whether it's print out a paper and do it yourself, or you could do it with Atlas here. I had suggested an app called Fight Club. That's what I use on my phone, and that's what he's been using today. I'm pretty sure, right? Um, so, anyways, I know I talk a lot, and that's where I'll stop. So, if you have any more
Wait,
questions,
what's
I'm
it
definitely
called?
here.
What's the app called?
It's called Fight Club. Yep, called. Let me see. Fight Club 5. And just I didn't say it earlier, guys. So I do definitely want to make sure. I know we're always kind of trying to keep the time going and stuff, but just for me personally, I would just want to thank you guys for playing. I can't do this and earn these cool service rewards and enjoy this without y'all. So I think everybody did
Thank
super
you for
awesome today.
DMing.
Thank you.
I've only
Yeah,
had one
you're
other
great.
DM than you, and you're doing a lot better than he was. So
Yeah, man. Definitely doing a good job.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Very
But
true.
I
one
really
thing,
do.
one thing.
Yes.
Didn't you make a mistake in the code for this adventure? Shouldn't it be
Oh,
02?
yeah. I'm sorry. You're right. Good call on that. CCCTHENT01-02. Thank you for that, Krim.
okay. Now that's
Okay.
fixed in my document.
And yeah, the form
Honestly,
fillable log sheet is in the pins. That's super useful. I definitely recommend it.
I just have it all set in Google Docs. I've been keeping everything nicely organized, tracked.
Perfect. Because for me as a DM, with tier 1, it's so early on. I'm like, who's going to lie about your tier 1 character? Who cares? But whenever we hit tier 2, at the start of every adventure, I'm going to need to see those documents. So
Okay.
just keep that in mind, everybody.
So just just so you guys know, instead of increasing my ability scores, I chose to grab a feat.
Okay.
This one.
Nice. That's really going to go with your martial ability.
So what should I be writing down?
Hmm?
What'd you say, Jace?
What should I be writing down just so like
The
everything?
code and the name.
So if you pull up the adventurer's log sheet, it'll definitely
Yeah.
give you the format of everything you'll need, and then if you, however you want to keep it copied down is up to you.
Do we need to keep track of our service rewards as
Hey
well?
guys, I will holler at y'all next weekend. I have to take off.
All right, man.
Okay.
Let me know any
Have
questions you might have
a good
over
day.
the weekend.
Y'all have a good one.
You too. Thank you.
Bye.
Yeah, I'm probably
So-
gonna be leaving as well. Have a good day, everybody.
All right, see ya. And,
Yeah.
to answer your question,
Bye.
yes, definitely keep track of how you're doing your service rewards.
So I should have 2, right?
After this, actually, because we had,
Oh wait, where do I see the service rewards at?
it's another document that I have in the pins, and I can, if you,
Oh, okay.
you can always message me and I can shoot things to you personally. Just let me know. But it's in the pins. It's called Service League Rewards or DM Service
Alright.
Rewards for Season 11. Shoot, Brom, what did you just ask me? I feel like you had just said something too. What?
Yeah, I was asking how many service rewards would we have after this?
So let me mark this too, because technically we're still on stream right this very second. So every hour that we're streaming matters. We started at about 1:30, and we'll probably end it about now here at 5. So how much is that?
Also, do you mind shooting me that service rewards document because I
Yeah, I would
cannot
also
find
like it. I cannot find it.
I'll post it and I'll tag everybody.
Okay.
Okay. Thank
2.5.
you.
And just to clarify, we had 5 hours for you guys before last time, and now we have 3.5 hours more. So you're at 8.5 hours. So at that point, it's only one service reward, and you'll get the next one at 10 hours.
Okay, so I'll just mark that as 1 right now.
Okay.
I'm just trying to make sure everything's like good. I just don't want to miss anything and just like be screwed over. I just want to like make sure I have everything. It's kind of weird.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, what levels are we planning to be for the next session?
I was thinking about maybe going to 5 and then just speeding this up, but I'm not sure.
Our next campaign is tier 1, though. You won't be
Yeah,
able
that's why.
to
That's why I'm sticking at level
Yeah.
4.
Okay, so I'm just.
Well,
gonna,
should
yeah,
we
I'm
all
just
stick to
gonna
level 4 then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, no, is the next session after next going to be level 2? I'm pretty sure you already
Oh
explained
yes,
it.
I'm sorry. I kind of trailed off there, but that's the reason I brought up the service rewards is because there's another type of awards called event awards, and they're basically like if you participate in certain adventures in a certain time frame, you'll be eligible for these awards. Well, there was a Halloween one released for free on DM's Guild, and it's called it's in the Feywild, and it has to do with these like a Candyland kind of setting and with these like bunny people and stuff. So it's going to be quite a departure from what we've been doing.
Candy Mountain.
But the Halloween in D&D is called Liar's Night. That's like their version of Halloween. And so this adventure is a Liar's Night adventure, and if we play it, I get it and you guys get it. You get a special award that you can assign to any of your characters. The way event awards work though is you can take one into any adventure with any character at any time. So you don't assign them
So
to
do we
one
need to
character.
mark that as well?
You'll get it after we play the adventure, but
It's a lot of stuff to write down.
What tier is
This
that?
a lot.
I can give
What
you a
tier
heads
is
up
that?
though. The reward for it is called it's called like Harangon's Club, and it's like a special club that like makes it where you can cast jump like once a day or something. And yeah, this is just an item that you could give to any of your characters at any time. You know.
And what tier is that adventure? Is that 1?
Yeah, good question. That's tier 1. That's going to be a tier 1. So
Let's just stay at level 4.
So for
Yeah.
so not for this next one, but for the one after that, you might want to debut your new characters.
Also, Noel, for
Yeah.
if we're gonna make a new character, do we make it level 1?
Right, or level 5. That's the rules by Adventurers League.
Question.
Okay, I'll
Is
probably make a level 5 one then. In a level
question
1.
is Centaur available in Adventures League, the race?
No.
Yeah.
You said Centaur, right?
Yeah.
No, that's from Theros, I believe. So no, it's not that one. Okay.
All right.
Cool. Yeah. So, and Jace, I know it seems like a lot to keep track of, but really, as long as you just kind of jot down what you need to after each adventure, it's not too bad. And as far as like what to jot down, I mean, it's basically you got the adventure code, you have the date, and then you have the DM, which is me. And then after that, you put like your starting gold and your ending gold, and then you do your starting downtime, your ending downtime, and then you do how many magic items you had when you started the adventure, and now how many do you have after the adventure. So in this case, it'd be +1. And I don't have the sheet pulled up in front of me, but off memory, I think that's it. So in addition to that, you just put notes at the bottom, like you just say like use 10 downtime to catch up or whatever. Um,
Oh,
Dang
okay.
it.
and that's
I'll
it.
have Malcolm help me out with that, I guess, because
Yeah,
I'll probably forget. I have a very bad memory. I'll probably Malcolm.
Wait,
Probably
what
help
am
me
I
out with
helping
that.
you with?
Just like actually remembering to write down this stuff, and that's about it.
if you would
Oh
help
yeah,
him with this
don't
log
worry. I
sheet, and then I can
yeah,
definitely
no. I
I
have all
have
my stuff
everything
right
written
now.
down. So if it's like,
As
hey,
long as you were
what was that first adventure we did? I need the code again. I say, oh, okay. I flip through my notebook and I can give it to you.
Jocelyn, as long as you got your gold, what magic items you got, how much downtime you got, your end level, your starting level. I got my potions marked down as well. Your end gold. I've just been trying to keep track of everything.
Whatever
Sadly,
like items you gain through the adventure, I'll usually write down at the
question.
bottom.
Would I make I want to make an artificer. Would I be able to make it in here, or would I have to make it using the one app you wanted us to use? Because it's not in the app.
So I think the app only has the free stuff, and I actually have everything else I can send to you. Just just remind me after this. Say, hey, send me that Fight Club document, and I will. And you upload that or you import it into the app, and it'll have all the extra stuff that you're missing.
Oh,
However,
yes.
I think Artificer is allowed, but let me check because I know that's more of a
If you want, you can send me that, and I'll just make it later.
yeah. Just remind me if you don't mind, or I might forget. But I don't think you can be a no, you can't be an artificer though, because that's an Eberron thing, not a
Dang.
Forgotten Realms thing.
Dang it. I wanted to make AR-15s.
So there is an Adventurers League Eberron campaign. So if we do decide to run that one day, then you could make you a Warforged Artificer if you
Ah,
want.
yes. Warforged Artificer.
A walking tank.
Let's start making AR-15s. Everything shall perish.
Yes.
So I'll explain to it how Atlas was doing it. From what I understand, is
Shooting 30 rounds.
he had his full character sheet on his phone, and he was just rolling on Roll20 so we could see it. But then he was, adding whatever he needed to on the side. I believe that's kind of similar to what Nettie is doing as well.
I'm pretty sure that's what I was doing on the first session, was just using D&D Beyond for my rolling, and then I realized how simple it was on here.
Right. So yeah, however you want to record the stuff, I know I'll be repeating myself a million times, but as long as you can send it to me or whatever DM you play Adventures League with in the future, then it's fine.
Okay.
And I have the Fight Club app, so you can actually export your character sheet in the XML file that it has and just send it right to me, and I can import it into the app and look at it just like you do and everything. It's pretty cool. And again, yeah, if anybody wants that app, it's called Fight Club 5, and it's basically like a little encyclopedia for D&D, and you can create characters in it and all kinds of stuff. You have to pay for it to be able to create more than one character, but I did. It's only like $2 or $3 and definitely worth it. It only comes with the free SRD stuff for D&D, but if you message me, I'll send you the complete file, and it has everything from all the books, even the most
And how
recent
do we
stuff.
import that into into Fight Club 5e?
You pull up there's like a tab on the left side where it's kind of like a menu, and then there's like a little arrow or something at the bottom, and it'll say import. Yeah, you hit that little book on the bottom left, and then you hit the three dots on the bottom right, and then it said, oh wait, that's not right. Hold on. Go back. Okay, so yeah, pulled it up. Okay, yeah, you pull up the compendium like that, and then you can see the little arrow with the line underneath it. You'll just hit that, and you put select file.
Oh, the
Import.
download?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, thank you.
Oh, no problem.
I've just messaged it to you now. That way, if I have any questions, I'll see it and remember to remind you.
Okay, I think I might be able to
Uh,
copy and paste it for you real quick. Let me try. Oops. All right, hey, while I have you here with me, Malcolm, I'm gonna send it to you, and let me know if you can access it.
okay.
I don't know if that's gonna work.
Yeah, open in Chrome. Okay, I'm immediately gonna go back and open that in Discord.
And it whenever the file itself will be just like a bunch of gibberish, but uh, if you import it in, as long as you can save the file as an XML file, then you can just import it just like that. See if I can. If not, I can share it to you. If anything, I'll just
All right,
post it.
I'm gonna head out.
All right, man.
So
Okay.
you guys have a good one.
Yes, sir. Thank
See
you
ya.
so much for joining us again, Jake.
See you.
Yeah, I'm a go-to.
All right, man. See you later,
Bye.
Sicko.
Bye.
Thanks
See
for
ya.
coming, man.
I'm just gonna go to then.
Okay. Thank you so much, guys. I'll see you
Yeah.
next week. Remember, we're going to be 1 hour earlier than usual.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't. I'll just use it later, man. Okay.
Okay,
Later
I'm
then.
going to send it to you still.
Okay. So 1 hour earlier, you said?
Yep, that's right.
Okay.
All right, I sent it to you, Malcolm. And Krim, you're the only one left. But if you're interested in that too, let me know. I can send it to you.
What exactly?
It's an app on your phone where you can. It'll have all the magic items, all the spells, all the classes, all the different things. It's like an encyclopedia on your phone, basically. Um, and I have a document where if you import it, it'll have all the things from all the different books, and you don't have to pay for it.
Yes, please.
All right, let me see where you at. All right, so yeah, you should have it now in a way that you can access Malcolm, and then I'm shooting it to
Oh
you.
yeah, I can just download that. Thank you.
Oh, you're so welcome, man. I definitely don't mind sharing this. There's a guy who does this for us, and man, he must be a freaking amazing person.
What is the app called?
Fight Club 5. Well, if this works, I'm gonna head out.
All right, man.
All right.
Definitely a
See ya.
pleasure. Let me know any details on characters and stuff. I'd love to know, you know. And if you need any help, of course, I'll be here.
Yeah, I remembered how I changed my overwrite. I was going through my bio and I'm like, oh hey, I didn't set this up on when I remade my character. So I kind of just set all that up mid D&D session.
How would I? What do I have to do with this? What file you
Well,
gave me?
it worked. Thank you, Noel. Have a
Oh,
good
you're
day.
so welcome.
I guess I'll see you next week.
All right, man. Thank you again for coming. I'll see you next week.
Yeah, no problem, man. Thank you for DMing.
Oh, I appreciate that. It warms my heart.
What do I have to do with this file?
Okay, so you have the app downloaded?
Yep.
All right, so if you when you're on the home screen, if you'll click the little book, the little icon for the book on the bottom left, and then when that pulls up, it should say like table of contents and stuff. At the bottom, there's a little arrow with the line. I'll put it on the screen real quick. You see it? The little arrow with the line there.
Oh, okay.
And
Hold
if
on.
you if you'll hit that, and then you just import that file, and boom, good to go. Like I said, you have to pay a couple bucks to create more than one character, but I mean it's a couple bucks for something that I use all the time. I create all my characters there, and then I transfer it to paper.
Hold up. I'm gonna show it to you
Hmm.
because I have it slightly different. It's like create a character, I think. Now, if I go here, there's a plus and import at the top.
Yep. Yeah, yours does look different, but that seems to be it.
Uh, import. Oh, complete.xml.
Yep.
Duplicate compendium entries exist. Would you
I,
like to overwrite?
I just do replace or whatever it says.
So
Overwrite.
overwrite. Import complete. Okay.
Boom.
Okay, yeah. Thanks
So
for
that
the
has,
game again.
yeah, of course, man. And that has fizz bands on it and Beyond the Witchlight or whatever. So if you wanted to make a fairy, you definitely could. Or a Herringon, those are brand new. Or if you want to be a Gym Dragonborn, any of that new stuff is
Okay.
there.
Right. I'm gonna stay here for a bit because I want to copy everything from Roll20 to my character sheet somewhere else.
Okay. Yeah. No. Hey, no rush, man. Yeah. I guess I'm about done. So.
Alright then. See you next week.
Yeah. Heck yeah, man. Thank you. I'll see you next time.
See ya.
We're done. And I finished on time. Well, 10 minutes later. Oh wait, I'm still streaming. Come on, I'm done. All right. This is DM Noel, baby. Checking out. You can see our home screen on the Roll20 here. This is for anybody that checks in on the video or might be watching. Thank you so very, very much. We are a Pocket Mission Adventurers League group. We operate through Discord and Roll20, usually playing around these times every weekend. If you're interested in joining or perhaps even running a game for us, trying to get them DM service awards, baby, then just DM me. Hit me up. We'll shoot you a server link, get talking, get you integrated into the game in one form or another, and try to keep growing this thing. So once again, thanks for anybody checking in on the view. Definitely thanks to all the players. Couldn't do it without them. And that's going to be it for this time.